It's people don't know what Blizzard is doing. I mean, we understand they're trying to make the game easier for people. We know that much. But the game itself is they increase the hit radiuses.
Okay.
By quite the noticeable amount.
I've heard. I've also seen like some of the buffs, like DPS has got a.
Everyone has passive healing now.
Yeah, everyone's got passive healing, but
everyone.
DPS has 20. They can give a 20% reduction to that, and they got like a DP. Everyone just got a flat damage boost.
Mm-hmm. They also changed movement a little bit. Moira does not super jump anymore. Yeah. Like, they change how, like, jumping and shit like that works.
Does that mean Mercy can't do it either?
Mercy still can. Because her super jump is based off an ability.
Oh.
Like, well, Mercy's whole kit is healing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Moira's is based off of her ability, too. But Mercy's whole thing is her flight is, that's how she evades. Moira, she can evade with it, but she can also abuse it, which is...
super easily.
Yeah. She can just jump up somewhere and no one can get to her. It's, the game is in an interesting state right now. A lot of people are confused. People have been having quality issues, though. The game has been crashing for a lot of people. And weird shit has been happening. I was just watching someone stream it yesterday, and they just straight up ended stream because their game kept crashing. And I was like, damn, that sucks.
Ooh.
Especially for the comp players right now. That's another thing that they changed too. They changed how competitive works. I don't know what they did.
I know they added a new league, Champion League or something like that.
Yeah, so that is a gateway for the people that think they have a chance in Overwatch's Pro League that are like people like me.
Oh, okay.
Like, if I wanted to go into that, I could find a team that is setting up. They have a lot of fucking teams that... I read, like, the patch notes for how it works, and it's like... They're doing, it's like... It's a shit ton of teams. I think it's like almost 1,000 teams.
Oh, wow.
And then they weed them down. No, I think it's like 500. It's like either 500 or 800. I can't remember the number. But then they weed it down to like 15. And then obviously they weed it down from there. And I mean, it's opportunity, I guess.
Yeah. I can't argue that.
People to get their foot in the door.
I don't know if I want to get back into it though. Overwatch 2 is...
I'm telling you, Ray, it's so easy now. It's so easy.
It's real tempting.
And they gave me even more reason to not play Diva. Because I was already rolling with Diva in the first place.
Yeah, your Diva's nasty.
Now, the other day I played, and there was 3 games in a row, where I straight just ran through 3 different enemy teams by myself. By myself.
Jesus.
I even had them spawn trapped at one point.
Oh no.
By myself. Because the game was just like, yeah, hitboxes. Who needs them? Fucking.
I feel like Tracer...
Dude, the snipers are scary right now.
Oh, because of all the hitboxes.
See a lot more Widowmakers.
Yeah.
See a lot more Widows now. A lot more Kirikos. Anna was crazy before. She's fucking insane now.
No,
Alari, she's up. Fucking...
I might have to give Kiriko a try.
Anyone you could
fucked with
think
her.
of. Fucking McCree, Ashe. They're all going crazy. They Hanzo.
I was about to say McCree was always like one of the best characters if you could land his headshots. Mm-hmm. If you couldn't land his headshots, he was ass.
Because I've been flex queuing. Mm-hmm. I picked Sojourn because I got DPS one time in the last 2 days that I played.
Got a DPS flex queuing?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I got DPS. Well, it's way more common in Overwatch 2. It was always more common in Overwatch 2, but then Overwatch 1 it was impossible. But now, yeah, I played one game of Sojourn with these new hitboxes, and I mean I felt it. I felt the difference.
Well, welcome to Weebs in the Hood, everybody. It's your boy Ray.
Welcome. I'm back.
Yeah, we got Josh back in here with us. I say Tone's in the studio today.
Yeah, Tones, he got the music bug on him, so he's gonna be a little down today, but that's fine. He been a menace for too long.
We got Sushi with us.
She finally makes an appearance.
Yeah.
Always
She likes
off
it.
screen.
She likes it when I stroke her, but not when I scratch her. I scratch her for too long, she gets upset.
Look, you can just see her wind it up.
Yeah.
She's like, motherfucker.
She winded up on me already. I should technically stay. Oh,
Yep, look,
fuck. Yeah, see, look, there it is. That's what I get.
Yep. That is the menace of the show.
She probably seemed like a ghost to a lot of y'all for a while.
Right,
You
yeah.
just be reacting to what's going on under us. I'll be like, wait, like right here, I have like an edge, and if she sees my fingers, she will absolutely go for them.
She's
Look at her.
a little moody booty when she wants to be.
Y'all were making fun of her when you came in.
Yeah, because she got fat.
Shit.
Fat as fuck. Yeah, that fucking seasonal depression hit her like a rock.
I never made fun of Sushi.
You
Josh
should.
didn't. I did.
She's a menace.
I did. Fucking mitten
Yeah,
paws.
that's right. Sushi with her little thumbs.
Yeah, with her little thumbkins.
All right, Bryce.
What's up?
I made this decision literally like last night, but I solidified it.
You're good.
But I solidified it this morning when I rewatched it. I was really tired last night.
Solo leveling?
Yeah, I watched Solo Leveling last night. The newest episode 7. I won't spoil it, even though you are correct. It's going to be like a month and a half. Solo is probably going to be done by the time this episode comes out.
Right.
But I was like, bro, this shit is fire, but I cannot like stay up to watch this. Fuck it, I'm just going to rewatch it in the morning.
I will watch it. Tone's also been up my ass about watching it.
Because it's everything you said you like in anime.
Then I'm gonna listen. So I've seen like bits and pieces of it.
You say you're all about movement and flexity and the fluidity of combat.
Right. And see,
this show is surprised everyone because we didn't think they were gonna animate the action so well.
okay.
And is it on the level of like Mappa and like Attack
No.
on Titan?
No, but
it's definitely very crisp and
lot
professionally done.
a lot of the things that do irritate me because I have read a little bit of it, right? A lot of things that do irritate me, not so much with the anime, but with the community behind it right now, is that a lot of people are still bitching and complaining about like how what's one homie's name? Who fucking wakes up in the hospital? What's that dude's name?
Oh, the main character?
No, yeah.
Sung Jin-woo.
Yeah, Woo. Yeah, when Woo gets up in the I remember motherfuckers who were talking mad shit like, nah, that's not him. That's not what I'm like, dog. Do you like Tone made a comment about it. I don't know the exact terminology for that type of manga, and it's not called manga. I think it's like mangua or something.
Yeah, manhwa.
yeah,
Manhwa.
Mangua, right? Yeah, it's not gonna be spot on, dude. Like, it's a totally different interpretation of art from one to another.
I'm dealing with this more because I'm dealing with the exact issue they are, and I see what's happening. Most of us didn't when we first got announced. Most of us didn't expect to get to the fire tower, which is like the critical moving point. It's like if you were to compare it to DBZ, it's like them going to Planet Namek and introducing the whole like them like going through him getting Super Saiyan. It's like that level of importance to the story of it shows how deep this world gets, and it sets him on a trajectory to go crazy.
Right. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with like the spacing or plotting or anything like that.
No, there is something wrong with
it's just that part about the anime, about people complaining about the animation. Like, I get that a lot of people wanted it to be like spot on a very particular way. I'm cool. Like, I get that people wanted it to be a very particular way, but it's like, dude, you gotta understand, you're crossing a culture gap. Let's be honest here.
Also, it's going double on because it started off as a book.
Yeah.
Then it got the manga. Then it got the anime. The book and the manga are different. Like the way they portray certain events are different. Same with the anime. I want y'all to know I knew they were gonna do this when it came to animating it. They're they're making him more relatable with his whole quest he's on about getting stronger.
Yeah.
Him in the manga and the book, he was very cold, cool, cruel, and calculating when it came to it. And with them going how they're skipping over how he gamed the system,
Right.
and that's rubbing a lot of people wrong as well.
So, example, right? Happened years prior. Harry Potter.
Yeah,
If you read a Harry Potter book, fucking dude, Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry was fucking fighting off fucking the fucking.
he was a menace.
Harry was fucking slinging spells in fucking Prisoner of Azkaban. In the movie, he was a pussy, flat out. All the fucking, I can't remember what the fucking thing. The black things. Fuck.
Dementors.
Yeah, the Dementors. Yeah, in Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry fought off like 100 and some Dementors on Easy Street. On Easy Street, right? In the movie, he saw one and he fainted every time until the end of the movie. Like, let's be real here. Like, it's gonna happen whenever you have any type of literature that translates into anything else, whether it be a manga or live action movie, whatever. You're going to have bits that do not track with the literature. It's going to happen. You have to cut down pages and pages of literature into sections. It's going to happen. Granted, in the manga, you have less room to make that complaint because, well, you're just putting it into pictures, right? Granted, motherfucker, pictures are pretty fucking hard. Hey, you can. It might be easy to type up 500 pages. Can you draw up all that shit? Because I know I sure as fuck can.
You want me to add like what 10 more pages of art?
Right.
That I drew panel by panel.
Right.
And
like,
colored.
That's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
Like chill out. You know
also
what I'm saying?
have to understand too. Manga artists are creating the dialogue along with these images,
right.
So they have to sit there and think, what can I draw that'll best represent what is trying to happen?
Right. And
like that's a lot of work you got to do.
I also want to take a moment to explain to people why somebody was like, "Oh, you're just drawing this stuff." I remember I watched a docuseries on comic book series way back like 2-3 years ago, and they explained the challenges of actually conveying messages through that medium or telling a story through that medium, and one of it is you are very limited on text, like the amount of words you can put in a box because you still need to have a picture in there.
Yeah.
And they said I think this was they said like back in the 80s and 90s, they had literally full-time like people working with the artists that were like English majors, simply to get this text as short as possible in the simplest way to do it. People were getting paid salaries just because they had an English major and that just to make words fit better.
Yeah. That's wild.
And it's like mangas have to do that as well. And I'm telling you, dude, them companies are not going to be caring too much on that extra salary.
Any manga reader, I'll say any like avid manga reader will tell you like there is a fucking chapter of fucking My Hero that dropped technically today as we're recording it. You think it came out today? Absolutely the fuck not. No, it came out.
It was
probably like 2-3 days ago, but they had to take time now translating it and trying to figure all the bullshit out. Like it's going to happen.
Oh yeah, fuck. It's even worse when it comes to manga because you have to translate it, and
yeah.
If anybody knows, Japanese kanji to American English
It's not easy.
Well, it's not just kanji because there's kanji, there's katakana.
I was about to say,
there's a lot.
Right, there is a lot of things like, and if you actually
and
do
if you're
like
not from Japan, like you can learn Japanese, but it's still not as easy as being a native speaker. So
it's one of those, especially.
Let's be real, y'all. If you're a manga reader, you ain't reading that shit in Japanese.
unless you are from it.
Unless you live in Japan and you grew up with kanji and everything else, in your life and you are like, you have gone through the fucking grading system of Japan and graduated, then I will give you a pass on, yeah, nah, you can probably read that clean. Otherwise, sit back. You reading that shit in English or whatever language your native country has, you ain't gonna read that shit in flavor of OG text. You ain't that good. You ain't him. I'm not him. I know that much. I'm not. I couldn't. I'd be so lost in translation.
And that's the other thing too that people don't realize is when they translate things over, especially to like anime,
Right.
because because their language is so, it's way longer because there's just actual characters.
Right.
It's like things are gonna be kind of longer for them when it comes to explanations, like in page terms
Right.
for mangas.
Yo.
Because Americans, I'm saying Americans specifically,
Yeah, no.
because we're probably like the second largest intaker of anime.
Probably. Maybe
But-
China.
But like, because our language is big dummy language, it's stupid. Because
Oh my
of
God.
because of that, when it's translated over, it's often shorter. You would think one manga, one volume that you pick up each week
Right.
or every 2 weeks, you would think that right there, this is 30 minutes. Americans, 24, maybe 23.
25. Yeah, maybe put some Dorito commercials in.
We're not trying to dry it out, you know.
Right.
We're just trying to
Keep it moving.
But like, that's why a lot of people get disappointed, and that's why. But then I think about it. I'm like,
Right.
it's not our fault, but it is.
Like, we can't help it, but we could have done something a while back.
And we're still refusing not to.
Yeah, and we're still refusing, but you know, to each his own. But honestly, though, I think that's like one of the reasons why I like Jujutsu Kaisen so much is because like you were making the comment, you know, since English is big dummy language, we
not
can,
wrong.
you know, like everything is relatively shorter.
They didn't skimp on Jujutsu.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is so fucking in depth. They had no choice. If you want to understand the power system of Jujutsu Kaisen,
You have to.
gotta read it. And if you read Jujutsu Kaisen, you'll notice that there are some spots where it's like, yeah, nah, the words are like fucking 14 bold italicized, and then there's other air bubbles where it's like 6 tight original, like Times New English. No crazy shit here, dog. Like you gotta squint a little bit and actually like take a dive into it, and then it'll have other sections where it's just like, oh yeah, so this is what it does, and I'm just like, oh yeah, big American dummy language.
Yeah.
So it makes bad guys stronger. Yeah, there you go.
So I will say, like,
Imagine hearing that
Yeah.
in Dragon Ball, just that exact phrase from the beginning.
Yeah.
it'd be so much simpler.
You'd probably still be counting.
Yeah.
Dude.
The whole power. When they tried to make Dragon Ball Z's power like numbers that make sense, I was dying.
Yo, I remember as a kid, I tried to stay up to date on Dragon Ball's power structure until I got to like age 12, and I was like, it was literally when like GT was coming out, and I was like, I'm so lost. I was like, I'm so over, and they were like, GT's not canon, and I was just like, doesn't matter.
Dog,
it doesn't matter. It still don't make sense.
It started getting hard for me after Super Saiyan 3. I was like,
Yeah, say that's where I clocked out.
Once 3 hit, and it was like no eyebrows, intense long dreads. I was like,
'Cause
I'm cool.
Here's the funniest part. Like,
Gohan was the limit. Like really,
It wasn't even
Gohan Cell. I was like,
I was done by-
okay.
Hold on, I was absolutely done by the time we got to Gohan, because explicitly in like they were
Yeah, no, let's break
Start-
this down.
let's
break
break it
this
down. Start of the Boo saga.
Okay. Start a Boo or
Yes.
Cell?
No, start a Boo. Cell, I was still on board.
Boo
with.
Saga's
I was
best
still,
saga.
Yeah.
Boo
see,
Saga,
Boo
best
Saga
saga.
is
Okay.
best saga.
Boo
but-
Saga is best saga.
Boo Saga is best saga. However, on a sense of power structure, I gotta
I'll say second is Super.
I started misbelieving. I started misbelieving in Cell Saga. And
Like
I
I think people, when it comes to saying the Cell Saga is so good, is simply due to it's a very good arc, the whole saga. It's very good. It was very good arcs back to back to back. And then you have the iconic fight with Gohan and his final moment, and his not final moment, but his moments going Super Saiyan 2. That was, no one thought they would ever match the hype of Super Saiyan 1. But that shit was fire.
Super Saiyan 2 was fire, but hear me out.
Boo is just better.
And right, here's what I'm saying, and I'm not arguing that. I said Boo Saga best saga. My thing is on a power scale system, right? So let's look. So we had Frieza, right?
Cell Saga was that hard to follow?
No, listen, hear me out.
All right,
hear me
go
out,
ahead.
right? I understand Gohan had unlocked potential, but let's be real here, right? Gohan is a half-blood. He is a half-blooded Saiyan.
Yeah, they were
You
like, what?
you cannot tell me Raccoon, or not Raccoon, not Raccoon. You can't tell me that fucking Android 18 dying, or 16. You can't tell me Android 16 dying took him to a Super Saiyan late state beyond Goku, aka Super Saiyan 2. Dude, go listen. Goku watched Krillin die on Namek. Okay, Goku is an original full-blooded Saiyan. He is a full-blooded Saiyan man. Used to be an ape. Right? He is it. He is it. He is the upper echelon DNA wise of, and Kai Boost. Right? How many times was Goku near death at that point and came back fight after fight? Goku is physically strong as fuck, right? So for Krillin to die right in front of him, supposedly on Namek, and for him to freak out and Piccolo almost die, all that shit, right? And him to hit Super Saiyan, that power should have been way beyond Teen Gohan, right? Now, granted, some will argue, oh, well, Teen Gohan was in the hyperbolic time chamber, right. He was in a hyperbolic state. So was Goku, my nigga. So was Goku. So, once again, that begs the question, where is the power scaling going?
I got it. I know it.
Dude,
It's stupid, but
but
it's technical.
what?
So, it's all about where their bases are. Your base form, your base power is primarily where you go.
Right.
That determines how much power you're able to generate at that moment. So, at that moment in time when Goku was on planet Namek fighting, his base couldn't even go Super Saiyan yet. He was not strong enough for that. Him dying to his friend, or letting his friend die in front of him, because he sure did let him die. Well, let's not say he was right.
He really did let Krillin die.
Just let him die.
He could have instant out him in and out of there.
There were many things he could have done.
He could have made it to him.
Yeah, there were many things that could have happened there to save Krillin, but man, let him die.
Okay.
That gave him, because he was right there to be able to go Super Saiyan, and it gave him the extra to get to Super Saiyan.
Right.
Back when Gohan saw 16 die, he had already mastered Super Saiyan 1. His base had mastered Super Saiyan 1. Because they were in the time chamber just doing nothing but it. And even Goku said it while they were training in the hyperbolic time lamer.
Wait,
What?
the hyperbolic? No, the hyperbolic tie-in lamer? Is that what you said?
Hyperbolic time chamber.
You say that again.
Nah, it's that. Nah, it is forever the hyperbolic tie-in lamer.
Yeah, that whole lane.
It's not wrong. It was
the lion
the
tamer.
moment they introduced it.
Every
It was their
time you
out.
saw someone getting ready to go into that bitch, like, oh, fuck. Here we go. Here we go.
They always lost, dog. Always.
That's why Boo arc though is the best arc, because Boo was like, I'm just gonna wait.
I'm just
Boo
going.
sat right outside and said, go ahead, nigga, take your time. And then, bro, Chi dog, the dirtiest move. You just gonna sit here and wait.
You want to know the funny thing
Bitch, I'm
is?
hungry.
You want to know what's funny? The only other nigga to do that, Beerus.
Beerus.
Beerus
That's
said,
why,
I
yo.
will go to your front yard and kick it. And just,
Yo, But
Let me know when you're ready, dog.
But see, that's why I low key fuck with Beerus, because even in the beginning, like when Beerus was slumped and Whis was like,
Yeah.
so this nigga took out the booze, and he was like, oh wait, what? He was like, word? Them niggas is ruthless. When
like-
Beerus was like that, I was like, I'm gonna fuck with this nigga. I can already tell. That nigga, bruh.
He's like, you're telling me they fought all the booze and didn't die.
And then die.
And
Nah.
even one of them is friends. With, He's, hey, you see him over? Yeah.
And he's friends with one of the current ones. Yeah. How many times he killed Frieza? this nigga Frieza still ain't done, my lord. He keep coming back. Hold up. Let me get up. Hold up.
He's like, what the fuck has been happening here?
You said Vegeta.
You said
You mean
Oh,
like that?
hell no.
He was like, oh, you mean that nigga that was under my boot?
Right.
They got pressure.
They got pressure.
Okay.
They pushing P. Okay.
Whis is like, yes, my lord. I
Yeah,
swear.
I promise you. Yo, they got this new shit there too called Cheese Dog.
And yo, it made me happy though when Vegeta and Goku, or when Vegeta was like, Whis, let me train with you.
Yeah.
And Whis is like, shit, Beerus ain't gonna do it, so sure.
Yeah, I'll run that fade. That's why I fuck with Whis. I ain't gonna lie. Like the
I
fact,
liked Whis and Beerus.
the fact that Whis is so humble and he know he can do the work.
And the funny
Like,
thing is, he's humble, but he's also uppity because he's like, I know I'm better than all of you.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
But
like,
yes,
let-
I will help you get
He's
better.
that-
he's like, I could correct this, but I'm gonna let y'all fuck up, and then I'm gonna hold your hand and tell you, hey, dog.
In my opinion,
check
Listen,
it.
a lot of those characters, like Whis, for example, you always have to assume they are on the same level as the person. that they're rolling with,
Right.
or in some cases better.
Right,
And
right.
which is
Because if
in
that's the
Whis'
case, why
case
would
better.
you be rolling?
Yeah.
Right? Why would he be rolling? Right? If you already know Beerus is right, like if everyone is shaking about Beerus, if everyone is shaking about Beerus,
And this nigga
right?
is
and
here-
you know this nigga is walking on the calmness. And this nigga wakes him up whenever he needs, whenever he wants, and he's never sweating a lick.
you know.
You know that nigga Whis is a problem.
Yep.
You know it. You
This
know
man, you know it's bad when this man thinks it's adorable that this nigga Beerus is getting pissed.
it. Yo. When Frieza came back,
You remember, hold up, in the Universe 7, Universe 6 art, when it was Whis and his sister, and then Beerus and his brother. And they were fighting, and they were about ready to break the universe.
Yeah.
They're just casually just kicking it up. Oh, isn't it adorable when they just do this?
So cute. This shit. Whis over there like, man, I ain't gonna lie though. I wish they grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, this shit do get annoying. Not even then, bro. Like Resurrection F, right? This nigga Goku was about to finish this nigga Frieza, and then Vegeta got in front of it. He was like, "Nah, nigga, this my shit." And Frieza was like, "Nah, nigga, you took way too much time, right?" And he blew up the Earth. Whis just said, "Rewind," put everyone in the ball, rewinded, and he was like, "Now see, this is your greedy ass right here. You see that Earth blowing up? You see that? You did that. But I'm gonna go back in time."
I'm gonna help you out.
Quit being a greedy nigga. And it was right same moment again. That nigga Goku was like, get the fuck out of the way, nigga. He just fucking blasted his ass.
Yep.
He was like, quit your fucking talking. And and Whis was just like, thank God.
It's like, y'all dumb fuck.
Yeah, he literally leaned back. He was like, man, if I wasn't the shit. Y'all that's such it's the level of his humble brag, because he won't even say like, man, thank God I'm here. He'll just be like, well,
All right.
y'all niggas got any strawberry shortcake? like
I want everyone to know Whis is one of the most underrated shit
Niggas.
talkers
Yeah.
in anime, period. That motherfucker talks so much shit.
a fight between him and Escanor.
Oh, I was gonna say he's like Escanor's
I'm not
polar
gonna lie.
opposite.
I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love Escanor would get faded.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
The DBZ. Yes.
Whis,
Not
I'm
even a
just
chance.
saying this much. Whis' fade, like his shade throwing game is on
so
max.
crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're getting
It's-
insulted to your face. You'll have a conversation with Whis and you're like, man, that went well. And then you'll walk away, and then 3 hours from then, when you're in the middle of like fucking, I don't
Deep
know,
diving?
mowing
Yeah.
your lawn or
Yeah,
some
you're
shit,
like-
you'll stop for a second and be like,
That
That
nigga said I wasn't shit. That nigga just politely
had
told
a
me
whole
that I was trash.
No, it's not even worse. This nigga had a whole conversation with me about how trash I am,
And then this nigga went on to then
and I thought it was a
And then
lovely
I shook
time.
his hand for it.
right.
It was like,
This nigga talked me down, told me where I could improve, taught me some shit, and then slapped me on the ass and sent me home.
You're just like,
What?
excuse me,
Hell no. And I was smiling.
the whole time.
What the fuck? No. Nah. Call child. Nah.
That's a level of
Call FBI.
That's a level of disrespect that just.
But see, like that's what I'm saying though. Like that's that humble brag about Weiss. This is what I like about him. Where like Beerus, that nigga tell you like I don't give a fuck. Beerus
Right
will be
now.
like, bruh, I would get. Beerus is the perfect. I think that's why he's purple. Like Beerus is low key a nigga from the hood.
Oh,
like,
yes.
like he sleep. Think about it. He sleep all the time.
Listen,
right? He
the
got a job. It's the
Every-
easiest job ever.
Every nigga knows a Beerus.
The theory was proven with Mace Windu and the purple lightsaber.
Yup.
So it only makes sense that Beerus would follow in those footsteps.
Beerus is a nigga.
Yo.
Like, and Weiss is a light skin. That's exactly what it is. I'm saying it now.
His
I'm
light
saying it
skin
now.
assistant.
Yeah, his light skin sister. Yeah, and Beerus. But nah, like think about it. Like he's got the easiest job. Motherfucker be getting dumb upset over the smallest shit. 30-minute pizza, hold up, or it's free, nigga. 30-minute
minutes.
pizza, or this planet gone. The fuck? You lucky I'm waiting 30. You lucky Weiss is here. Otherwise, I demand it right now. Like that's literally the tip he on. Domestics, fuck, he smacked Bulma. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Bulma.
Dog, listen. I ain't gonna lie.
my
I was
favorite
happy
thing-
Weiss did that. I ain't gonna lie, and not because Bulma needed to get hit, because Vegeta was acting like a bitch.
He
I
was.
still love when him and Goku fought, and the entire time he just kept talking down on Goku, telling him like, "You're telling me you're Earth's strongest fighter. You beat Frieza. You killed." Okay. I was like,
Sell the booze.
yeah.
Sure.
Oh, your son helped.
Okay.
Making sense.
You mean the little fairy in glasses?
Oh, your
got it.
Your villain Joker complex brother helped too. Oh, okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Got it.
That guy's whose wife I'm gonna smack. Okay.
Yeah, got it. That dude with the widow speak over there? Yeah, nah, his dad was my bitch. But okay.
Oh, there was a bald guy too. Okay.
Got it. Krillin, you say?
Does he fight anymore? Oh no.
No. Shocker.
Why did he stop fighting?
Shocker. Oh, he's a narc.
A lick coming from Earth is probably the easiest thing that Beerus could have. He's like, he probably just looked at Earth and was like, oh,
That's why he woke up. He was like,
it's so easy.
he's like, the place with the dinosaurs? Weiss was like, yeah, all right.
He was like, I guess I wasn't too thorough
And then
enough.
Beerus was like, and they caused a huge issue with the booze. He was like, nigga, you better not be lying.
He's like, you're telling me I missed this in my sleep?
Right. Bro, Beerus was, that's what it was. He was shook. He was like, a dub from Earth. You.
What?
What was the FanDuel odds on that? Someone had a come up. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm dead. I'm fucking weak.
You know what? It's those similarities in a lot of, because there's so many other characters that are like, that are disrespectful like that,
Right.
but also like their thought process is like, Aizen is one of them.
Yeah.
Aizen was one of those niggas that was just like, I do not care.
Right. Yeah, bro. That's what made him such a menace. Like when
Like
that.
Aizen, there's niggas in Jujutsu Kaisen. They're
Yeah.
same exact,
Fucking-
shooting
yeah.
up fucking, you know,
Noritoshi.
Noritoshi. Like
fucking-
so many niggas that are just like Toji's just like,
Dog,
Run it.
Yo, yeah,
Run it.
Nah, there was literally there was a meme I saw the other day, and I was finna send it to you, and it was like the characters with like very low impact, and it was like a couple of like fucking like Nobara, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Nobara, it was like the female main character, and then she just died, and like nothing came from her death, right? But then you got niggas like Toji, right? Who Toji played a huge role in Gojo's life,
Yep.
but the nigga has so much because he's also Megumi's dad and everything. There's niggas have literally been like, bro, can we get like another sequel prequel strictly on Toji? Strictly because niggas have just heard about Toji's life and niggas are like, bro, we need to see it animated. And some niggas have gone through the trouble of drawing it and some of them come out really good. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, I don't think people understand.
I love those fan-drawn manga pages.
The one fan drawing I won, it was when Toji was young and they finally decided the clan was like, we're gonna throw him into the chamber, and then he made it out. And then when he made it out and he went to the head and he was just like, so is this when you kill me? Like he could have done like Maki was finna do, and he was like, nah, but I will tell you this. You come after me, I will fucking fade every one of you. And I was like, real nigga. That matches his whole energy. Like, listen, I will not hunt y'all down. I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all niggas is pussy to me anyway. But if you follow me, I promise you the ass whooping I feed will be terrible.
And I love how in the future, though, like, after they know that he's dead, the whole time they just act like, well, we were looking for him. The whole time, like, stop fucking lying.
Stop lying.
You know you were right.
You know you was having fun when that nigga was gone. But then see, like, when Toji came back and he fought Dagon, the old nigga was like, oh, hell nah. And Maki even was like, who is that? And that nigga was like, nah, he a ghost. He a ghost. He don't exist. Right? And then Maki was like, man, shit. And then Maki became Herothy. Yeah, Maki became her. Nah, bro, listen, bro. Maki became a guy. I fuck with Maki heavy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, she wasn't my favorite female character. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a lot of faith in the one blue-haired bitch, but she's basic. But once it was like, yeah, no, Maki can't see curses, I was like, this bitch. And then Toji came around, I was like, this bitch gonna be like Toji, so I'm gonna fuck with her. And then everything happened, I was like, I love characters like that are just like Escanor, like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck if I got a handicap, run the fade. Like, I love
Escanor
like
just because the unapologetic brutality of the shit talking is absolute funny.
It's too wild. He
talks too much shit too casually for it to not be absolutely. I'd be disrespected for these niggas he's talking to.
You know who else is kind of like that? Who else is kind of like Beerus in a sense? Who? But he's the main character? Ainz Algun.
Oh yes, because
he says these things like plainly, like they're facts. So like they'll be talking about like a race of some sort of being that inhabits a village over there, and Ainz will be like, yeah, well, their IQs are significantly lower than ours. They're they're kind of fucking dumb.
We could just quick fade.
They can't even do like level 6 spells. So
I ain't sweating it.
I think we can enslave them.
He's like, it should be. And then you got nigga Demiurge in the background, like, yes, master.
He's like, oh my lord, I already have 17 servants in their village. I can turn them over easily.
Ainz like, what's those happy farms over there? No need to worry. No need to worry.
Don't sweat that.
They make everything easier for you, my
that information is too below.
My lord.
Yeah, you don't need to know.
Meanwhile, Demiurge has a whole different operation going on.
Got a whole Auschwitz going on.
He has his own story happening, and he just so happens to cross paths with Ainz every now and then.
Right.
I know Tone. I really need Tone to watch Overlord and get far enough into it to see the shit Demiurge be on, because that nigga Tone will resonate with him.
He's like the Snoop Dogg of the villain world. He just be doing shit.
Yeah,
he just be doing whatever he wants.
Moves.
Yeah,
he got the move.
Like nothing stops him from doing anything.
He's like what we thought the Overlord story was gonna do in the beginning.
Yeah,
they just show what we thought was gonna happen through Demiurge.
I've been trying to think of another character that's like on the same wavelength. There's a couple, like you were making a comment about like Aizen, like Aizen's up there, fucking Escanor's
Cell
up
was
there.
up there.
Cell
Yeah.
was, but he was very blatant, which
Yeah.
made him kind of boring.
Yeah.
I didn't say he had no flair to it.
Right. There was no.
Yeah.
There was no flair to it,
Yeah.
but he did talk
Yeah,
that shit.
no, he's
Right.
up there, but he's
Yeah.
not. He's not.
But let's be real. Like his origin was like low key corny. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like his origin,
yeah.
I was just like,
It-
so he's seen everything up to Namek. I'm like,
Okay.
all right. So you play. Good job, Dr. Gero.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Whatever. You know, like that's like maybe mid tier Eisen level planning, right?
say-
The created cell.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's
We'll
all
say
right.
this.
We're like, boo.
I was gonna say Boo next. Boo
Boo.
didn't have to say a word.
Right.
Didn't have to utter a word, but you knew what he was on.
Majin was on his shit.
You could have walked up to Boo while he was sitting there waiting for all of them, and they'd be like, "So do you have a plan?" He's like, "Nigga,
Nope.
my plan is hands."
Yeah, I like how Team 4-Star did like a little bit of like the Boo saga, and they were like, you gotta make sure it can't enter into if it enters into anyone that isn't pure heart, we are absolutely fucked. If Vegeta's just in the time chamber. Oh, hi, Prince Vegeta. What's your name? And I'm just like, oh god, like that. Like I'm not gonna lie, like that whole thing, I was just like, yeah, because Vegeta used to be a fucking asshole. Bring that back. Like that was a very good arc.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, so I was like, oh, this is okay. Like, yeah. I would have rather had Frieza just come back a little harder, to be honest with you.
I think that's how a lot of people were. The androids. It also didn't help that everybody fucked with the androids,
Heavy.
and he had
yeah.
to get them.
Yeah.
So, like, I see where people are talking. Like,
Yeah.
Another character though, Bond from Seven Deadly Sins. He would definitely be up there. That man talks a lot of shit,
Yeah, but yeah.
and he has some flavor to it. But it gets shadowed by Escanor.
He's got flavor. I wouldn't say that it gets shadowed by Escanor in the fact that Bond takes too much physical damage with the shit he talks, to where it's like an irritating level of shit talk, where Escanor's got that you are physically lower than me.
Yeah,
Like you are a fucking grain of sand in the sea of greatness that is Escanor. Where Bond is that nigga where you could be curb stomping him and he's like, you hit like a bitch, and all it does is piss you off to hit him more.
so
and
you're saying he's Deadpool.
and once you're right, Bond is literally a Deadpool. Like that's Bond's level of shit talk, in my opinion.
It makes sense.
Where like Escanor is literally just that you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit.
And
That's
I
why I
want
fuck
you
your
to
girl.
try it. I
and
want
your
you to
mom.
try and stop me.
Right. The one fight with that white-haired nigga, and his whole thing was like, you cannot move if you have any type of hate or ill will toward me. And this nigga Escanor is like,
Chocolate,
why would I fear such a nigga who is so much weaker and lower than me? And I was like,
Dog, I
Damn.
saw a fan dub of that moment.
Yeah.
And they had Escanor literally as he just why would I pity you?
Right.
And I was like, oh no.
nah, like that's like he's got Vegeta level shit talk, but he backs it up every time. Like,
Yep.
and granted the nigga died, but he went out like a G though.
Bro, the way he died,
went out like a boss.
The amount of shit he talking in heaven with the way he died.
He said, "Listen, bro, this is my brother's ability. You shouldn't have been had this. Well, check it, nigga. No one can fade this,
He
nigga,
gonna
but me.
take it.
Now give it to me." And they were like, "He ain't wrong.
Yep.
You realize this one, nigga? I said give it to me, but it's gonna kick, bro. If I gotta ask you one more time,
I'm gonna come up there and whip your
And
ass myself.
I'm gonna beat your ass, take it, and then beat his ass. Now give it to me." He didn't get no pussy though. That was
That was the
most
sad
upset.
part.
That was really the sad part. I was like, this nigga died without getting the pussy.
Nigga died a virgin. As much shit as he talked.
Right, as bad of a nigga as this nigga was, you ain't getting no pussy that whole time.
Out here simping for a bitch.
Why would I? Right? Why would I hate on someone who's much more lower than me? I bet you that nigga got more pussy than you though.
It's like,
Someone in
I
the back,
know.
someone in the back saying that Escanor just dropped. He's like, oh, pride shattered.
Because you can't fight that.
Right, you can't fight that.
I think another character that's up there is obviously I wish that I want to see more of is just Yujiro Hanma. I love Yujiro. That nigga's funny.
Oh my god!
It-
Yeah.
I was getting ready to start naming off because there's a few in that series.
Yujiro is a fucking. That nigga's just a dog, bro. He's just different. Like, you can't, man. The nigga's a monster. I'm sorry. Like,
Man is certifiably a menace.
I really like. Anyone hand to hand could run it with Yujiro and all of them would lose. I'm sorry. If we're strictly talking hands, if we're strictly
talking
if we are strictly talking hands, regardless of universe, Yujiro is gonna fade nigga every time.
If we're just talking hands, everyone's power scaled down to him without like, and it's just hands, no extra
No
flair.
superpowers. Yeah, Yujiro every time.
There's a few that would fight him. I don't know if they'd win.
No, they wouldn't. And that's what I'm saying. Yujiro every time. I'm putting my money
there's a
on
few that
Yujiro.
there's a few that could probably do some stuff, but
Ain't no one gonna fade him.
yeah, it's like the
no one
fight
will
ain't
fade
the
the
fight
nigga.
ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be one of those when you're done. He's like, oh, Yujiro got bodied.
It's gonna be like, wow.
He lost. He ain't get bodied.
Yeah, he ain't get about that nigga ain't gonna want to fight Yujiro a second time. And
Oh,
you best
yeah.
believe that's all Yujiro gonna want to do afterwards. Yeah. You best believe if you beat Yujiro in a fight, it's not unless you die after said fight, it's not over.
But then you lost. And
Yujiro would be that nigga
Yeah.
in like in any anime that's just like the reoccurring like every
up.
few arcs he shows up to fight the main character again.
I feel like that's some shit Baki would do.
Yeah,
Hold up.
to die.
No, have somebody whoop some. These two niggas fight.
Yeah.
One nigga lost. He clearly lost. Like, he got his ass smacked.
Right.
Other dude dies because of the fight.
Yeah.
Dude survives. But he clearly got bodied. And he just walks around saying he won the fight because he's the one alive. I feel like that. How would you go about?
I'm telling you right
technically
now.
not wrong,
I'm telling you
but-
right now. Nah, Yujiro wouldn't let that slide. Yujiro would not let it. Yujiro would be like, "What do you mean he's dead? What do you mean? So you mean to tell me this nigga knocked me out? Knocked me out so long? Yujiro would literally flip, bro. What happened when? Look at what happened when Yujiro fell on the floor. Muhammad Ali Jr. was just like peace, right? He lost his shit. Could you imagine if Yujiro got physically knocked out to a point to where like
couldn't defend himself.
he's
Dead
out
to
for a
rights.
couple of seconds, right?
Dead
The
to
crowd is
rights.
gone. The
Yeah.
crowd is gone. Yujiro wakes up in a hospital, right? And little homie is just like, yeah, bro, you got knocked out. And Yujiro's gonna be like, well, what the fuck happened? And he's gonna be like, oh, homie walked back into his room. You know, he was changing his clothes, but the battle was just so exhausting on him physically. He died. Yujiro's gonna be like, what the fuck you mean he died? You mean to tell me he just whipped my ass and then just kicked the can? No. And he would be beside himself. He would literally talk about him, about how good of a fighter he was. He would turn into one of those bar stories. He'd be like, only one man's ever like really defeated me, and I never got to fucking fight him again. That motherfucker died. He would get pissed off every time.
Yep.
That motherfucker thought he was better than me, so he could just die with the one cup. That fucking pussy.
Seconds after whooping my ass.
Always remember, son. Win or lose, you always run it back. Like that would be his like next like rule of fighting. Like,
It'd either be that
would-
or it'd be something crazy like, where's he at?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where's his body?
Yeah,
Where's his body? Where's his family? Where is anything related to him?
Right. Where's his dog?
Dad, his kids are only like
3. I don't care.
his kids are only like 5 years old. I will wait 13 years.
He was like,
He's just gonna roll up to the crib and be like, you got warrior blood in you. I'll be back when you're ready. He's gonna come back when he's like 18. And Rippy's gonna be like, yeah, your dad beat me once. Cost him his life.
so now.
So now it's your turn. Show me you're actually better than your father. That's literally his mindset, dog. That's what I'm saying. He would not let that go.
Oh my god,
He
that kid would be
not let it go.
terrorized.
Yeah. If you beat
He would do the
Yujiro,
Baki situation all over.
It would be constant too. It'd be like every few years, this kid would like go to walk into like his classroom or something like that, and when all the other students should be there, it's empty, dark. The teacher's gone, and Yujiro's just sitting there like
smoking his cigarette.
So have you been training?
So you've been hitting the books pretty hard.
Better be hitting the bags.
You talk a lot of shit for an elementary schooler. Let me tell you something, kid.
Your father kicked my ass up and down the block.
And
You're getting bullied for fucking lunch money. Better man the fuck up real quick.
Your 18th birthday is gonna be a slow one.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Like that would make it worse, bro. Because bro, at that point, dog, I'm going into a fight with you, Jiro. I'm terrified. Because think about it. If you win, you have to fight him again, right? If you lose,
That's to the grave.
if you lose, if you lose, granted you lost to probably the greatest ever, but you know he's gonna talk the most shit about you.
No.
If you didn't fight
well.
you didn't really fight well, if you didn't fight good, which let's be honest, against you, Jiro, you gotta be a god-tier fighter to fight well, right? If you didn't fight well, he's gonna talk shit about you your entire life. But if you win and die, your family is now entitled to the said fight that you were supposed to do. So you left your family. You might as well left your family like $1 million in debt. Like
That's worse.
Not even yet.
That's a person
That's
you-
probably better. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'd rather be $1 million in debt than have to fight you, Jiro.
Then have you Jiro
Get told in middle school, yeah, no, you're
Hey,
gonna
yeah.
fight this fucking ogre.
Why I
Ogre
gotta
of a
fight him?
man.
Because your dad beat him. Well,
I didn't even know the nigga.
I was like, well, my dad's dead. Oh yeah, he died because of the fight with
Right.
him.
So your dad had a law-abiding contract stating that in case of death prior to rematch, you have to fight him. And your dad kind of offed himself like the day before the fight. He didn't want that run back.
So
Yeah. Which at that point, Yujiro would just be like, yeah, nah, he's a pussy. I'm gonna even see if you're worth my time. He'll still fight you, but
he would. I think that's the worst part is when they fight and they're not serious. That's in Baki. Those are some of the worst embarrassments.
Those are also some of the funniest fights too.
They are.
Because
I think-
they think that they're hot shit, and then out of nowhere they just start getting their face beaten. And they're like,
right. I think that's low key why Yujiro was so pissed off with Junior is because when he hopped on his back, Junior was like, "This a game, bye, nigga." And he was like, "You think I'm a game? The fuck?" And he just got up super pissed off. But I feel that fucking fuck. Dobo Orochi's son. The perfect example of what Josh was just talking about.
Oh.
Like, yeah, bro, you ain't that strong. Okay. Refused to get his ass whooped every time.
Oh. Hey, look. At least it cost him his arms or his hands, but at least
And his pride.
Yeah, and his pride. But at least he's actually a threat now.
I wouldn't even say
not
he's
to
a
Yujiro
threat.
or Baki, but all the other niggas. Yes,
He's a threat to every normal nigga on the planet. He's a part of the 1%, but he's the weakest in the 1%.
Yeah, but that Mac punch he has is a threat to everyone that is not Pickles, that is not Yujiro or Baki. They all can handle that.
Right, but let's...
Nobody else will.
You don't think Biscuit will handle that? I think Biscuit will eat that shit up.
I think it'll take, like, you know how that mock punch, Pickles can eat it, but
Yeah.
it sent him
Biscuit will
flying.
take a hit from it.
Yeah, he
ain't
might take
gonna-
one, he might take two.
It ain't gonna fade him. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I'm saying? Like,
One punch ain't gonna do it.
who in the 1% can Dobo Orochi's son honestly fade? Let's be real. Who in the 1%?
In that particular 1%.
In that particular 1%.
I was gonna say
No. I'm saying in the 1% of niggas. So every nigga that rolled up in Pickle's room,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I consider to be a person of the 1%. Right?
With the mock punch, the Retsu. Hold up. Retsu, if he connects, Retsu's not handling that. If he can connect the mock punch, Retsu's not gonna handle that.
Right. But that's a big thing though, thinking that
If he can,
Right.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is
you think
it's-
Retsu gonna allow
What
him
I'm
to
saying is
set
when
up for a mock.
Retsu can't not take him serious because he can't take that punch.
Right.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Will he win consistently?
He's
No.
a serious threat, but I'm not. He's still, in my opinion, the weakest nigga in the 1%.
And I agree with that. It's just he
Yeah.
has a move that if you're not one of them three niggas, you have to be wary of it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Which I'll give you that. I just I'm sorry, that nigga's just so weak to me. I'm sorry,
Hey,
like
and with
he,
Retsu after his boxing arc, Retsu,
yo, Retsu,
he ain't gonna let him get the wind up for that.
right? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's really, I was sitting here, I was like, please don't say Jack, because
Nah, Jack could eat. Jack was able to fight Pickles
Jack-
too.
I was gonna
Jack
say
had the
if
best
you,
fight against Pickles.
Yeah, I was literally gonna be like, if you were talking about durability,
Yeah.
Jack is definitely not the nigga you want to fight. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that is the one thing I will give Jack, where Baki definitely has the technique and the flexibility
Jack got all
of a fighter.
Yujiro's attitude. He got all of it.
He has got that real bad Hanma mentality when it comes to durability. Like he's got Hanma durability in spades, where the only thing that really differentiates like him and Baki is that Baki is a way more flexible fighter, where Jack,
He went way powerhouse with it.
yeah,
He went-
he took the easiest route he could. Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, it had its benefits, but at the same time, it's like,
Yeah,
that's why your daddy don't want to fight you.
I was about to say he proved one of my theories with the Pickles fight,
Yeah.
because for this whole time I'm like, Jack could probably beat Retsu. I was like, Jack could probably handle Biscuit, and I'm like, but you never actually seen like proof of it, because he's really fighting niggas like leagues below him.
Yeah.
Right.
So you never actually got to see it, but I was always like, I'm pretty sure he could. And then he had a better fight than Baki had with Pickles. Baki didn't. Baki was just fucking around with him, and I'm almost positive if Jack didn't fight Baki first or Pickles first, I don't think Baki would have fought so well.
I agree with that. I think that was a huge plot thing though for Baki too, just to, because I mean at that point everyone had gotten their chunk in except for Jack, and Jack throughout the Baki Hanma series, like Jack was known to be a tough fighter, like he was just known to be strong and humanly massive. Like he was height wise probably the only person remotely close to him height wise is Yujiro.
Yep.
Like in just size and stature. So for him to go up against Pickle first, I felt like that was the like, okay, like we've done martial arts, we've done everything else. This is the closest natural built thing to Pickles. And Jack is a street fighter, which
Jack's not even naturally built. That man's-
and he's not naturally built like that. Yeah, like that's just
that
like
man is like peak physical
$1
like,
million man.
I've thrown money into performance, everything to maximize my potential.
Right. And then on top of
And
that,
Pickles is towering over him.
right. But then on top of that, though, their fighting styles, like Pickles at that point was known to fight like an animal, and Jack is a street brawler, which is the most animalistic style of fighting.
It'll feel the most comfortable to fight a wilder style.
Right, and them niggas had an absolute brawl. But I think that's why they had to make Jack keep coming back, was because their similarities were so close. It's just the fact of just raw strength.
Yo, he
Right,
just wasn't.
you know, he just
there.
wasn't physically strong enough, and that's why they were like, we got to make sure this nigga Jack keeps coming back, and that was what separated them. I'm not gonna lie, that's really
It
what
scared
separated them.
Pickles.
Yeah, it scared the fuck. Yo, nah, that was the only time Pickles was like, hold up, this nigga ran me out of my home. Oh hell no, motherfucker got tight.
So, we haven't done this in like a year, but it's around that time.
Yeah,
The anime awards are coming up.
Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna do that. I'm mad because that episode never aired because it got deleted. I was so
Yeah.
mad.
isn't Megan Thee Stallion doing the?
She's presenting an award.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool.
And I don't
I
know if
will
she's
say-
going to be in that Death the Kid cosplay.
I hope so.
But
That shit-
that's a cool
yeah,
cosplay.
that was a
shit
good
was fire.
cosplay. Yeah.
But they do have some lists of some of the nominees that are up. I'm going to read it from the bottom up.
I've seen some of these. I didn't know if we were gonna do
So
it this
I'll
year,
just do it
but
just because.
there's one up still. I'm gonna go on a rant again because I did it on that episode and it didn't air, and I know it's gonna bug the fuck out of me.
So they have like awards for a bunch of voice artist stuff. I'm just going to start with the English and Japanese. So there's best voice artist performance for English. So you got nominees, right? Abby Trott, who plays Nezuko.
Okay.
Austin Tyndall, which is Million Knives and Trigun Stampede.
That one was real.
Johnny Young Bosch, Ichigo. 1,000 Year Blood War.
English.
Yes.
As I didn't see the 1,000 Year Blood War.
Lexi Nieto. She plays Tomo Aizawa, and Tomo-chan is a girl. Marissa Duran, who plays Sagiri Yamada Asimon in Hell's Paradise. And then Riot Colt Levi, who I think is probably going to win. He plays Denji.
Yeah.
That's English.
He did a good job.
Yeah.
Denji's English voice was good.
I'm only saying that just because Chainsaw Man is one of those animes.
That's exactly why I sighed
Yeah.
when you said Denji. I was like, it's
I
gonna
knew why
be
you
Denji.
I was like, it's one of those
it's gonna be Denji
animes.
because Chainsaw Man has so much popularity.
It's gonna be
behind it.
him or the
Nezuko.
Yeah.
Now, Japanese voice actors. We have Atsumi Tanezaki, who plays Anya Forger. Spy X Family is another one of those shows.
I'm not gonna lie though, Anya do got good.
And keep in mind, these are Japanese voice actors.
Okay.
Here's the one I think. Or go ahead.
The Kawaka Waka dog.
There's
The Kawaka Waka.
Kikunosuke Toya, who plays Denji. Mayumi Tanaka, Monkey D. Luffy. Yoshino Ayama, that's Bochi and Bochi the Rock. That's another one of those animes.
Nope,
Fuck,
the
dude.
ones who love Bochi, they love.
Yuki
Bochi.
Kaji plays Eren Yeager. Another one of those animes.
I'm so mad about
And
Attack
then,
on Titan.
wait for it, the cherry on top, which is the one I'm going to vote for, Yuichi Nakamura, Satoru Gojo.
Yes.
I think he's going to be the one that
this
wins.
Is, this fight,
Dude.
this award right here is
You mind, this is best Japanese voice
yeah,
artist.
this best
That's a-
Japanese voice actor.
That's a bracket.
It's a fight. I think Gojo can win it,
You
but
said
I honestly think it's gonna be Anja,
Anya. You
Yeah,
said
Anya.
Gojo, Anya,
Monkey D. Luffy,
Denji, and then
And then Anya.
no, we already said Anya.
Bochi, Eren.
Bochi.
Bochi and Aaron. That's who it
Yeah.
was. Bochi and Aaron. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Aaron's gonna take it. I could see Gojo taking it. I could see Anya taking it. I don't think Denji will take it in Japanese.
One Piece might surprise us.
I think One Piece is. I got a lot of faith in One Piece.
One Piece
I'm not
is a
gonna lie,
sleeper.
and it's solely because the fan base right now
so
is so
big.
fucking massive, and
It's
they
so
just
big, it's
they
so
did Gear
hype.
5 this year.
That- you know
Wano's
that's why-
over.
You know that's why he's getting nominated because that
we're
Gear
going-
5
yeah.
animation was a fire.
We're on the Vegapunk arc. Like, I feel like One Piece is actually. I feel like One Piece or Gojo. I feel like those are going to be the two big hitters.
So, the next one that they have listed is best ending sequence.
The ending song.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. I skip them all. They're all
Yeah.
trash to me.
Some
I
of
never
them
They're all
watched it,
soft. They're all soft. I haven't
Some
heard a
of
good
them are
one since
good.
Inuyasha.
but
Wano Tashiwa.
I'll just name some off real quick. I'll just name the shows. Jujutsu Kaisen is up. Zom 100, which I did like Zom 100. Chainsaw Man is up. Demon Slayer is up.
For the endings?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oshinoko and Spy X Family.
I'd give it to Zom. I'd give it to Zom 100 for the ending. Zom 100's got a
Zom
solid
100 had a
ending.
good soundtrack.
Yeah, Zom 100's got a really
I
good
think Zom's
soundtrack.
gonna win it, but I could see Chainsaw Man winning it as well because its ending was
For
pretty
the
good.
ending?
Yeah.
Their OP I never really cared for. I
Yeah,
like
no,
all
the
like
Chainsaw
the,
Man OPs.
I like the Pulp Fiction aspect to it, like them putting in all like the nice like 80s, 70s movie references. I did like that, but the soundtrack for the OP I did
Yeah.
not care for Chainsaw
Same.
Man.
Yeah.
I was like, they could have done a little better.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
best opening sequence, same thing, kind of. Oshinoko,
Okay.
Heavenly Delusion,
Damn.
Chainsaw Man, Zom 100, Jujutsu Kaisen, Hell's Paradise. For opening sequence.
Oh,
That's-
I don't know.
I personally am giving it to Jujutsu. I like Jujutsu.
The
Jujutsu
second
Kaisen.
OP, or for the
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
for the
for
Shibuya arc?
season 2.
No,
For
it's
Shibuya arc? That's
hidden,
that's
hidden
the-
inventory and the start of Shibuya.
That's the
Yeah.
year special. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a special.
I like that. I
was
like that
probably good.
opening.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
it did hit. It
It
did
hit.
It did hit.
what were the-
Wait, what are the other ones though?
Oshinoko, Heavenly Delusion, Chainsaw Man, Zom 100, which Zom 100 was good too.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise's OP was okay.
I think it's gonna be either Zom or Jujutsu.
I think it would probably be Zom or Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu mainly because of the fan base.
Yeah.
Then we have best score.
Ooh.
This is their totality of music.
Ooh.
Or no, best single score, right?
Yeah, best single score.
Attack on Titan, final season, final chapters, special one.
Yikes.
Their
Yeah.
special one. I like their special two better.
Oh.
Bocchi the Rock, which that might take it because
Yeah, that
Bocchi's whole thing is
Bochi's whole thing is music,
Yeah.
so yeah, that might
Chainsaw
take
Man,
it. Ugh, no.
Demon Slayer,
No.
It's
It's okay.
specifically the Village arc, the Swordsmith Village arc. That's what it's saying.
It was good, but
Yeah.
compared to Bochi, no.
fair.
Oshinoko and then Suzume.
Bochi's got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both.
And then there's best anime song.
Ooh.
We have Idol by Yaosobi. Oh, that's Oshinoko.
Okay.
We got Kickback by Kenshi Yonezu. That's Chainsaw Man. Session Complex Kesoku-ben. That's Bocchi the Rock.
Kickback is the one where when he first transforms.
I think so.
Because if it's that one could do it.
Yeah.
There's Radwimps by Suzume featuring Tayoko. That's Suzume. And then Where Our Blue Is by Tatsuya Kitani. That's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
And Work by Ringo Shiina and Millennium Parade for Hell's Paradise.
Where the blue is a banger, dog. Like that's literally when Gojo hits God State. Like that was a dude.
Yeah, it was
Whoever
a
the
good
fuck
one,
was on that keyboard was slinging those keys. Like that was a really good single.
Then
Boom 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 boom. I was like,
we got Must Protect at All Costs. This is
I don't like this category.
yeah, because I never care too much
Yeah.
about some of these characters.
Anya's on there. Nezuko's on there.
Anya and Bocchi are both on there, obviously.
Nezuko.
Boji from Ranking of Kings,
Ooh, that one's
Oh,
interesting.
okay.
Miri Unisaka from Buddy Daddies,
I keep trying to watch that one. but I haven't-
Pochita.
Okay. Buddy, all right.
I haven't watched
The little
it,
girl
but
from Buddy Daddies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't watched it yet, but
There's-
I've been wanting to.
There's Pochita from Chainsaw Man, and Suletta Mercury from Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury.
Ooh, I haven't seen that yet. As of right now, I'd have to give it to the Buddy Daddy. To what's her name? Because
I feel
I've
like that
seen
one's
it.
gonna win it.
I watched it, and I'm not gonna lie, that
There's a-
show
there's a
broke my
nice-
heart.
There's a nice buzz around it to the point where I'm thinking
It
about
hurt.
watching it.
Hold on.
Oh, what?
This next one, because we
what's
already know who's gonna win it, because there's two characters from one franchise.
Toji and Gojo.
No.
Okay, I was about to be like,
So
Jesus.
let's start from the top.
Oh.
Best supporting character.
All right.
Ugh.
There's Arataka Reagan from Mob Psycho 100.
Okay. Supporting role?
Yes, best supporting character.
Is Anya in it?
No,
Thank God.
She's a main.
she's a main character.
Sweet Jesus, yes.
She's gonna be in that one.
Hanji
God.
Zoe from Attack on Titan, Final Chapter, Special One. Kana Arima, Oshinoko. Power, Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw.
So yes, Satoru Gojo. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. And then
Side character?
supporting.
Oh, supporting?
supporting.
And
Okay.
then, right behind him, Suguru Geto.
Oh my god. Wow.
Wow.
That's okay.
I wonder who's going to win.
Personally, I want Power to win, but
Absolutely not.
It's not
No,
gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen with that.
my vote went to Power. but-
Ghetto's more likely to win, in my opinion, over Power
Yeah, Ghetto's-
personally. But Gojo's gonna take it.
Gojo's taking this category.
Dude,
but
Gojo's got
Ghetto
so
should win.
many women like feeding out. Dude, Jesus Christ! Like, Gojo's gonna win a lot of these
One thing
categories
that
just
I
because of
am-
his fan base.
Kind of happy to see his best main character doesn't have Spy X Family
Oh God!
or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Ooh, okay.
I kind of saw that one coming.
Itadori kind of.
Itadori this season, it was kind of hard
Yeah.
for him to really be
Yeah.
a main character because it was spliced out between Gojo's past and then present.
And most of the
And
moments
even
this
still-
season with Itadori were Sukuna.
I was like,
So-
even
Sukuna
still,
technically
then,
had way more screen time.
Yeah.
than
even still,
Itadori
then,
did.
like, I haven't finished the Shibuya arc,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like 7-8 episodes in to the season. The season's only what 12? No, is it what 20 some?
It's
I think it's like
24.
It's 24. So we're like a fourth of the way through the season.
I think
And I
it's-
think my man Itadori has spoken like 3 sentences.
I think next season he might be likely for a main character.
That ending
because
sequence of the show confirmed that we're kicking it straight off with Itadori next season.
yeah,
we have
and
to.
next season's should be the start of the culling games, which
Yeah.
that's gonna be a huge arc. But with that being said, I feel like Itadori's gonna get a lot of shine in it though. Still,
Oh yeah.
So, best main character. We got nominees, of course, Bochi,
yep.
Denji,
Uh,
Eren Yeager, Mob,
Bob is good.
Monkey D. Luffy,
Yep.
Thorfinn, which I know Tone
oh,
is.
my vote's going
And
on
Thorfinn,
Thorfinn.
yeah.
My vote is going for Thorfinn all day. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna go to Luffy.
Yeah, that's
Gear
what I'm
5,
Gear
it's
5
gonna
is,
go to Luffy.
Gear 5
Luffy's
is
winning this one.
In actual sense of character, I'm sorry, man. Thorfinn wins that all day long. I'm sorry, dude. Vinland Saga was so good this year. So good.
So
Crazy character development.
then we got
I just started my Vinland Saga experience, so whoo,
best slice of life. I don't watch a lot of slice of life,
really, you are an absolute menace.
I do not watch Slice of Life either.
but I see Bochi and The Rock on here, so I'm just gonna assume
There we go.
Bochi's probably
Bochi's
gonna
gonna
take
win it. But the honorable mentions on there are Do It Yourself, Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, Insomniacs After School, My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999,
That one's actually kind of fun.
and then Skip and Loafer. Best drama, Attack on Titan, Heavenly Delusion, My Happy Marriage, Oshinoko, To Your Eternity Season 2, Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga better win
Vinland
it,
Saga better win that.
but I'm
gonna be very depressed.
I would not be surprised. No, actually, I don't think Attack on Titan will win it because the ending did kind of falter. But Vinland Saga better win it, but I can see the fan base of Attack on Titan getting a win there.
Giving it to it since it is the last. Yeah.
Best Fantasy,
Oh my god, fuck this category.
Demon Slayer,
It's not a fantasy. I don't care.
Hell's Paradise, Mashal Magic and Muscles, Mushoku Tensei,
Ooh.
Ranking of Kings, The Ancient Magus Bride,
Ooh.
Season 2,
Oh. So Magus Bride doesn't have a strong enough fan base, I feel like, to win it, but it is good.
This category has been held hostage for so long because of Demon Slayer. It's making me so mad.
Magus Bride, wow.
Demons-
I'm not man, read that back. Magus Bride, Demon Slayer.
Magus Bride, Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Mashal, Magic and Muscles, Mushoku Tensei, Ranking of Kings.
An absolutely stacked
I'm not gonna lie,
list.
besides, Demon Slayer, all of those are good.
A stacked list that is pointless because Demon
Demon Slayer's on it.
Demon Slayer's gonna win it, and I'm just like, bruh, pointless.
I would, man, that's crazy. Like,
I've been in this.
Listen.
I've been in this situation for like 3 years. in a row.
Listen, Best Action is the next category.
Oh, this one's
yikes.
This is such a stacked list because this year
yikes.
is the first good year in a long time that every
had,
action
yeah.
anime has just popped the fuck off. So, starting it off, Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
of
of
course. Bleach.
no.
Chainsaw Man. Demon Slayer. But then the last two are Jujutsu,
Two.
Season 2, and One Piece.
So it's like
Obviously, yes, I'm counting Bleach out.
And
I think I'm gonna count Chainsaw Man out
Chainsaw- it was
Bleach-
good, but it's
compared
not-
to the
in
other
terms
ones,
of actual action, like let's
Yeah.
be real, how much fighting was really going on? Like
Yeah.
Bleach not as much as what's about to happen. Let's get real.
Yeah.
Bleach is definitely the lowest tier on this list. Chainsaw Man, I would say probably second lowest.
yeah.
Right. Like Chainsaw Man had a nice revamp. Like it's new, it's fresh,
When
it's
it-
clean. We've never, we hadn't seen it. We knew what was coming. With
When they
Bleach.
fought, their fights were good, but the fights were. It kind of was like a My Hero situation where they were quick, and they were kind of spaced out a bit.
Right.
Like you would go, like you had. There was no fight. There was no crazy fight in the first episode.
And well, also you have to think about it too. All the
He
fights.
didn't do his first transformation until what, 3?
I think so.
And
The first
his first when he first
episode?
when he first went Chainsaw Man, when he first got the blade and went ham. That wasn't until like episode 3.
When he fought the Blade nigga?
No, not when he fought the
No,
blade nigga.
the
When
first time that he
trans-
went, the
The
first
first time
that
he went
turns-
Chainsaw was when he died, which
Yeah.
was in the first episode.
No, I'm talking about to fight somebody. Was it the blade guy?
It was the Blade nigga.
Yeah, okay.
It was
then
because
yes.
the Blade nigga jumped him.
Okay, yep.
He was fighting low level demons, and then the Blade nigga jumped him, and then that's
See,
when
I
he was
remember
like,
the low level
"Aight."
demons. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah. But
Alright, yeah.
yeah, I was about to say, like, in terms of action though, like it was relatively mid. Where in Bleach we already knew what we were getting, and granted there was some nice fight scenes in it, but in terms of longevity for fights, it was very mid.
In my opinion, it's a toss up between One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen.
If you look at One Piece, the hype behind One Piece in Gear 5, I could give you a run. And the Wano
I could
arc.
see One Piece winning this, but I think JJK should win it.
The Wano arc did have some really ball busting animation, but Jujutsu Kaisen was fade.
Overall.
Every episode, dog.
I
Someone
think-
was fighting.
I think
Someone was fighting every episode.
I
like,
think
and they
that's,
were
that
good. They were
Sukuna and
good fights.
Mamaraga fight alone, like,
Trumped.
like I
Yeah,
think that
like-
fight was just.
So I think as a whole, JJK should win it and would be my pick. But I wouldn't be surprised if
If One Piece.
if the One Piece fandom
Yeah.
pushes a win through
because
here.
Gear 5 did break the internet.
Yep.
Like Gear 5 was a big deal. Where me
Nope.
personally, I think I've gone back and I've rewatched
It's like-
Gojo and Toji fight more times than I can remember. And I know the end result every time. I just think that nigga Toji is too cold to have died. Like, I'm not. The only reason he died was for plot. That's it. That is solely it. Like, the nigga had to kill himself when he got reincarnated because he knew he was a fucking issue. Like,
Like,
I love niggas that are so good where they're just like, I gotta off myself. I'm such a badass. I gotta off myself.
I got to give y'all a chance.
I got it right. I already fade the strongest niggas here. I'm just gonna dip. Deuces. Don't call me.
So that's best action.
Okay.
We got best comedy. Bocchi the Rock, Buddy Daddies, Mashal, Magic and Muscle,
I want Mashal.
Mashal.
It's
Spy
not
X
going
Family,
to. Yeah.
Urusei Yatsura, and then Zom 100.
Ooh.
Is that I want Mashal to win because it was the show that actually got me to genuinely laugh at just funny shenanigans. This for like the last 2 seasons,
In order,
but
first to best ranking, I'm gonna go Spy X Family Mashal. Spy X Family Mashal's on 100.
I was like, I think it's gonna go Zom, Spy X Family, and then Buddy Daddies, then Zom 100. Buddy
think
Daddies,
Buddy
is getting
Daddies?
some hype.
But dude,
I know
listen,
I like Mashal the best out of that whole
Buddy
list.
Daddies is good.
But
Don't get
from
me
what
wrong.
I see online, Mashal kind of got pushed under the rug, and Buddy Daddies is actually like
I don't see Buddy Daddies as a comedy though. In my honest opinion,
I don't either, but
Buddy Daddies damn near made me cry, bro. I can't remember bitch's name that took Baby Girl back, but fuck that bitch. Like, I totally feel where Blonde Nigga was coming back. He was like, nah, man, fuck that hoe. Like, she left her daughter to fucking... And he's like, dog, like, we gotta let her go. Like, it's the law. He's like, nah, fuck that bitch. She ain't right to be a mother. And that little girl was crying. I was, dog, I was gripping my chair hard as fuck. I was like, dude, you got me fucked up. You think I'm gonna let that little girl go back with you? You are fucking crazy.
Best romance.
Ooh.
I used to be real big into romance. I don't think I watched a single one this year.
Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, Insomniacs After School, My Happy Marriage, My Love Story with Yamada-kun, Skip and Loafer, Tomo-chan is a girl.
So the one I don't really have a foot in this.
Yeah,
race.
neither do I. haven't watched any.
I don't have a foot in this rate, but I know Toma-chan has made a lot of. Has made
I've seen a lot from that.
People have been talking a lot about
Toma-chan.
Toma-chan.
Yeah, Toma-chan is actually a girl. I've seen a lot of shit on, like.
I've seen it
I've seen
on
a lot of-
Reddit. I've
yeah.
seen it on
Lot of-
Facebook.
yeah.
and Twitter.
The next one is another fat ass
Seen a lot of commercials for
stacked one.
it. Okay.
Say what you want about Chainsaw Man, but it is on here. It's best art direction.
and it should be on there.
Chainsaw Man.
Okay. Art direction, I will give you that. Yes.
Yes.
Continue.
Demon Slayer, of course.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's-
Colors.
Probably gonna win it.
Hell's Paradise.
Yes.
Very good.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oshinoko.
Yeah.
Zom 100.
Yeah.
I think Zom 100 especially.
Zom
Yeah.
100 should definitely. If Zom 100
My
doesn't get
vote-
any love in anywhere else,
My vote goes for Zom 100 in this one.
I think. But Jujutsu
But
Kaisen.
but-
it's that, bro. Not even
but
Jujutsu
I
Kaisen.
could- I wouldn't be-
Chainsaw
Yeah.
Man.
I wouldn't be mad if it lost to Chainsaw Man or JJK, but
Listen,
it's probably
Chainsaw Man, if it
probably gonna
takes it,
lose
I
to
won't
Demon
be
Slayer.
upset.
Like
This is one direction that I hope. This is one category that I hope Demon Slayer does not win.
I hope it. I hope they don't win.
Demon
either.
Slayer is honestly, in my opinion, Demon
good.
Slayer is the weakest in that category.
Oh my god!
Out of all the animes in that category, in my opinion, Demon Slayer is definitely the weakest.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Second weakest is Hell's Paradise, and I love Hell's Paradise, but Hell's Paradise, artistically speaking, is so pretty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is fucking gorgeous. Let's be real. Besides the pretty flame colors, there's nothing else, dog. There's nothing else.
I'm a little mad that Mashoka Tensei gets hold on this category every year, but every year it comes out because it should be on here. But
Yeah, it should.
I'm used to people not caring about that show.
So that
That's the problem.
Yeah.
we have there's a lot of fat categories. Best cinematography.
Oh,
So best shots?
Yeah, best who?
Attack on Titan.
Nah, that one-
Chainsaw Man.
These ones are
Demon Slayer. Heavenly Delusion. Jujutsu Kaisen. Vinland Saga. It's so fat.
I gotta give it to JJK. Or nope. I'm sorry. Vinland Saga. I gotta give
Yeah, I
that
was
one
about
to
to
Vinland
say
Saga.
Vinland Saga is gonna win
Vinland
this
Saga
one.
has a very particular way of setting a very nice atmosphere, just with landscape, not words.
What I will say is, while Vinland Saga should win this one, I did not advocate for Attack on Titan on any of these other categories. The cinematography for them last
Attack on
two
Titans.
episodes
They were good.
were absolutely great.
They were good. I will give. But
And
see, that's 2 episodes.
I understand.
That's 2 episodes.
And it's why I wouldn't vote for any of the other ones. But if we're doing just cinematography, I'm fine voting for Attack on Titan on this one.
But see, that's why, like, in my opinion, I would give Attack on Titan other things where cinematography, like, if you're gonna get a cinematography award, in my opinion, you have to be able to be consistent. Now, don't get me wrong, there were some great shots throughout the entire season, but to have your main spectacle be the last 2 episodes, where I can look at Vinland Saga and I can go back to season fucking 1.
There were
The
some great shots in
cinematog-
season 1.
Well, no, but see, like, that's what I'm saying, though. Vinland Saga has always had solid cinematography, and with this season in particular, they had the huge, like, opportunity to expand on it, and they did. They went above and beyond. In my opinion, they went above and beyond. Now, don't get me wrong. JJK, perfect example. It doesn't matter if you're in the fucking Lost Inventory arc or the Shibuya arc. Great shots. I'm talking great cinematography. When they're at the fucking beach, when fucking Noritoshi activates the fucking Uzumaki and the fucking demons and shit are sludging up from the ground and everyone's fucking surrounded by this
One
ooze
of my
somehow.
favorite
like,
shots.
Bro, fucking
like-
Gojo fighting one dude after right after he killed the girl in the hidden
Yeah,
inventory
fucking
arc.
yeah. When,
That shit
One
was
of my
Oh,
favorite
jeez.
one of my favorite shots in that show is specifically when Gojo activates purple.
Yep.
I'm
yeah,
like,
the
dog.
mixture of the water
Yeah.
again, all that shit. That was beautifully done.
Yes. The
or even
score
like
behind it.
all the domain
also-
expansions.
So see that's why I was saying the one score that Josh brought up, it was something Ocean or Split the Blue or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was one of the scores on there. I was like Split the Blue has to win because that
It was so
that
good.
whole sequence, and they played that song probably 3 times, and every time they played it, you were like, shit, blow me back. Fuck.
It's almost like it's almost like your eyes are getting assaulted by art, but it's so good. It's just
You
like
can't stop
peace,
looking.
yeah.
so. I don't know. It's a fat category.
That's
And, like,
rough.
all
I
the-
can't be mad if any of them.
And
win.
like all the current age goth people, they love Chainsaw Man. I love
Right.
I was
Chainsaw.
about
You
to say,
see
the
that
art-
shit,
the
it just-
cinematography is so good in
The
that.
cinematography in Chainsaw Man is good. I
Like,
will
it's
give
good
it
for
that.
2 things. Cinematography, it's going to look good, and it's going to the fuck was I gonna say? The action in it is solid. Well, brief, but it's solid.
Yeah. So next, we got directors. We got best directors. We got Yuichiro Hayashi. He directed Attack on Titan. Keiichiro Saito, Bocchi and the Rock, which I think is we'll see because
could.
the other we have Ryu Nakayama, Chainsaw Man. Keep in mind this is the directors.
Yeah.
Not for it.
No.
Hirotaka Mori, Heavenly Delusion. Shota Goshizono, Jujutsu Kaisen. And Daisuke Hiramaki, this Oshinoko.
Yikes. That is a pretty thick pool.
Bocchi, Jujutsu,
Yeah.
Attack on Titan.
It's gonna
I'd
be,
give it to Attack.
Yeah.
Attack's
I'd give
probably
it
gonna
to
win
Attack.
it, but I could see JJK or what's the last one you read? The
Oshinoko.
yeah, Oshinoko. I
Oshinoko.
can see Oshinoko pulling that one away, or Bocchi.
Yeah.
Best character design.
Ooh.
These next few categories are just stacked as shit. Best character design. Of course, Chainsaw Man.
Makes sense.
Listen, power. People love power.
Their
people love
character design was good.
People love.
You don't even like their character design?
I don't care.
People
for
love
it.
Makima. You know,
Some of their character designs are alright, and then others I'm like,
Demon Slayer, of course.
stop.
Hell's Paradise. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Good.
Oshinoko. And an unexpected one. But honestly, because I haven't seen this on I've only seen it one other time as a nominee. Trigun Stampede. I kind of want Trigun to win this.
Okay.
Trigon
I
better
would
win.
Trigun to
I
win
would
this.
give this to Trigun. I'm not gonna lie.
Trigon better win this.
I would
one.
give it to Trigun. I would.
'Cause Trigon's character design was always
It
good.
was clean.
And then it was like
Yeah.
even the old one was good. And then they just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
With this new one. It's so
The
good.
movement was fluid. It had a lot. It had a lot to deal with.
Right
So,
after
I
Best
like it.
Character, we have Best Animation,
Yikes.
which is basically
The
it's
same.
almost the same exact list, except Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu, Mob Psycho, Trigun.
I gotta give it to Jujutsu.
Yeah.
Jujutsu should win it.
Jujutsu's combat was too clean this season. Its animation was too solid. I'm sorry.
Such a pretty show.
I would like to throw my hat in the race for Trigon, but I know I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
Trigon deserves it though.
Now we get Best Original Animes.
I didn't watch many of these, I'll be honest.
We have Akiba Maid War,
That was a good one.
Birdie Wing, Golf Girls Story Season 2,
No.
Buddy Daddies, Do It Yourself, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, and The Marginal Service.
Fuck, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch it if it's up there. Fuck, I have not even
What
seen
was
it
that
yet.
last one?
The Marginal Service.
Marginal Service. I think Buddy Daddies is gonna win this one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Granted, listen, it is a bias because I am a Gundam fan. I haven't seen the new
The
Gundam.
Gundam one might take it. The Gundam fandom is a thing.
I haven't seen the Witch Mercury Gundam yet, so I'm gonna have to watch that. But I'm gonna give it to Buddy Daddy because
Same.
Buddy Daddy.
Maid Wars. Let
That
me
one
make
will
sure
hit.
this, I'm remembering this right. Maid Wars was the one where they were all like maid cafes going to war with each other.
I just
think
know
so.
there was like maids that
Throwing
were
out guns.
duking out, yeah, with guns
no,
and
that
shit.
One,
Yeah.
That one could easily win it too because that one was
Because it's
really
pretty fun.
Yeah, that was just a fun ride. It reminded me of the assassin, or the high school girl assassin one.
Yeah.
And that one was pretty good as well. Like, they're just fun rides.
I feel that.
Next, we got Best Film. For the first time appearing on the list so far of all these nominees, Black Clover.
Had a
Okay.
film come out this year?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
highly anticipated,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. People were hype about that.
Blue Giant. Kaguya-sama Love is War, which I think may win.
Yeah.
Psycho-Pass.
Yeah.
Suzume. And the first Slam Dunk, which that might...
I didn't watch that one.
It is a very biased opinion, but I am gonna say Slam. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I grew up with Slam Dunk when I was like reading Shonen Jump as a kid. Like,
Is it on Crunchyroll?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's probably why I haven't watched it.
Might be on Hulu.
Next, we got Best New Series. Bochi the Rock,
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man,
Yeah.
Heavenly Delusion, Hell's Paradise, Oshinoko. I think Zom 100's gonna win.
Either
Zom-
Zom,
yeah, I think Zom
either
was
Zom or
on
Chainsaw
Because
is gonna
Zom
win
100's
that.
on here.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man might win.
I feel like Chainsaw Man will win it solely because of the fan base, but in all actuality, my personal vote's going to be Zom 100 because I do like Zom 100.
Same. It was Zom 100 was probably there should be a category just called the funnest ride.
Yeah.
And that would be my vote, would be Zom
We
100.
got
100.
two left.
Ooh.
Best Continuing Series.
One Piece is gonna win it.
Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu, One Piece, Spy X Family, Vinland Saga.
This is just rename this
One Punch is
category
going to
One
win
Piece.
it. Yeah, One Punch is going to win it,
One
but man,
Piece.
JJK. Man, JJK.
And then
if One Piece wasn't on there, JJK would be a
Yes.
very close second.
This is what I will tell people when it comes to this category specifically. You can try and justify that any category has in any particular year might be able to fight One Piece, but it's continual years of
makes it
excellence.
hard to fight it. Yeah. If it
Makes it
never
to where-
ends, it's always gonna be a contester, guys.
It's gone
Like-
20 years, close to it.
20 plus.
20 plus years of just non-stop every what
I want to say like One Piece is like half the age of like Shonen Jump at this point.
you don't have an argument in a category spaced on continuance
Like Oda has worked on other things
while still
in the span of
dropping-
making One Piece.
Yeah.
And Oda has said that he just doesn't even want to put in the time of making anything else since One Piece is so fucking good. And you can't blame him. He made a whole Western anime, dog. He made a whole Western manga about a little kid who wants to become a fucking rough and tough fucking... And it's based in America.
Yo.
Like, what the fuck?
So our last award, the heavily anticipated Anime of the Year, which I think
Yikes.
Jujutsu is going to take this because One Piece is not on the list.
Yep.
Which is
who else is on there then?
Absolute
Thank God.
atrocity.
So
To
we
leave
have
it in Gear
leave it
5
out.
to
Yeah.
leave
To
Gear
leave Gear
5
5
out of
that,
Anime of the Year is
that's
an
crazy.
absolute wild
so
statement.
we have Bochi the Rock,
No way.
Chainsaw Man,
Fuck out of here.
Nah.
Demon Slayer.
Stop.
I can understand Demon Slayer being on. I can understand it being up on this
Of
list.
the year?
Yeah, it's so because of how big it is. and
Compared
it's
to One Piece.
No, hold up. I didn't say it being on here over One Piece, but I can see it being on here. The first two, get out of here.
See, but like that's what I'm saying. Like this is horseshit. Like I get that, and
It sounds... You guys are probably thinking... Everyone in the chat is probably thinking I'm a Demon Slayer hater. I love Demon Slayer. I do.
Like, it's good.
It's not that good, though.
It's-
It's not
it's
as
alright.
good as
It's
y'all
alright.
portray it to be. It's
I'll say
not.
that. I will
It's
agree with that in a
not.
heartbeat.
Is it a good anime? Yes. Is it God tier? No.
I have said this
Is it a
since
good-
day one. The story is so fucking mid.
It's so mid. Like,
That
listen, would I give Demon Slayer to a beginner? Absolutely.
would I tell another if I'm having a conversation with another vet anime watcher?
Your
Am I
Demon Slayer's barely
am I
coming
gonna
out.
sit down with him and have a 2-hour conversation about how good Demon Slayer is? Absolutely not. I'm gonna bring up Demon Slayer and we're gonna be like, and that's it.
You might
it's
give it-
pretty. It's pretty.
You'll give the props where props are due. It's pretty. Its
Yeah.
fight scenes are well animated, and they're a visual spectacle.
But it does not.
After that,
But in my opinion, though, this season it was not. It's not a contender for anime of the year. In my honest opinion, the first two,
definitely.
whatever. They came out strong. This is their first season out. Perfectly fine. Fucking Demon Slayer. This is what, season 3, right? This season 3. This season was not a hitter. Next season probably gonna be an absolute fucking banger because I already know what's coming, right? One Piece. We had the whole Wano arc this year, and the Wano arc was a fucking banger.
yeah, it should
Was a absolute. Most people who watch who are 100% up to date have said that the Wano arc is at least a top 5 arc, and there are a lot of arcs in One Piece. So for One Piece not to be up here, Demon Slayer season 3 to be up here, that's horseshit. That's absolute dog shit. Continue, Josh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're
you.
good.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. That just really
got-
made my balls itch.
They
man.
got Jujutsu Kaisen, of
Fair.
course, Oshinoko,
fair.
and then Vinland Saga.
Fair.
I think Jujutsu is probably going to be the winner.
Out of that
I
list,
think
yeah.
with the fan base, yes.
it's either that or Demon Slayer. One of those two are going.
If Demon
Vinland
Slayer
should probably win.
If Demon Slayer wins, I swear to God, if I'm gonna hack. I'm gonna hack the award system, and I'm gonna find the email address of every motherfucker that voted Demon Slayer, and I am going to fire breathing second form your home, flat the fuck out. Since you love it so much,
Bruh.
But
I'll
yeah,
make sure I hit you with some nice fire breathing as I pass your house.
those
the
are
fact-
those are
God.
those are the awards. Those are the nominees. Place your bets. Vote for who you want to vote for.
Be smart, please.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. I'm gonna go, Demon Slayer. God.
Demon Slayer is here to stay, my guy.
Now watch, everyone's gonna vote like Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man. And I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm when the anime award
gonna
show
die.
happens. And be like,
I was
Jesus
thinking
Christ,
about-
no.
I was thinking about live streaming it.
You should.
Stream? Yeah, we should.
I was like having everybody here to watch it live stream. I don't know
yeah.
when it is, but I was thinking about doing it.
Yeah, we should do that.
Because we can just have everything up here, and then I can have the live stream on there.
Yeah.
And then it's just us reacting to it.
Fuck yeah. I'll make sure to wear my JJK shit.
I'll go bring.
Come dressed up like Toji.
I'm a little sad Overlord didn't get any. No, actually, no. Overlord didn't come out this year, did it?
No.
No.
Comes out next year.
Yep.
This year.
This year, technically.
This year.
This year.
So it'll be on next year's.
This season.
It'll be on next year's ballot for sure.
Yeah.
Overlord's got such a strong. Overlord's got a very strong fan base.
It's going to do some things. This next season is going to.
Don't we have a movie and
Yes.
the show coming back? Yeah,
And
they
this
both.
movie-
Yeah, you're gonna have
This-
Yeah.
So this
You
year's.
guys
I,
are on this
I told Ray
He said
the
this
last,
is our year.
the last podcast I was on. So I was like, this is Overlord's year. This
I
year.
promise y'all that movie's going to go
What else
hard.
is coming out this year? Don't we get My Hero?
Slime is airing now.
Or no, that's next year. Ain't it?
Wait, what comes
Is My
out?
Hero this year or next year?
No, it's this year. It comes out in like 2 months.
Okay.
It's either March or May.
All right.
My Hero, Big Fat.
One Punch?
I think One Punch comes out.
One
this
Punch
year.
comes out this year.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's going to be a hitter.
Like this year is going to be this year. I don't think it's going to be as stacked as last year, but it's going to. There's some absolute bangers. Solo Leveling's out right now. Absolute fire.
I'm going to say something.
Shangri-La.
Yeah, Shangri-La
absolutely
Frontier.
fire.
Shangri-La Frontier better be on there. Listen.
I promise you, this year. Also, I don't think Demon Slayer comes out this year.
No, it doesn't. Thank fucking
Yeah,
God.
which means this year
It's gonna be
the
off the fucking
fantasy
ballot.
genre is going crazy.
Shangri-La Frontier, I'm not going to lie. I'm not an isekai guy. I hate isekais.
It's
but
not really an isekai though. It's not. He's not trapped in that world.
Okay, but the isekai gaming aesthetic.
It's fair.
Right.
It's there.
Right. I am not a fan of that. Shangri-La Frontier, I think, is the first isekai type. It's the first one in that genre that I've seen since Sword Art Online. like the first 13 episodes of Sword Art Online. Let me reiterate that, where I haven't been annoyed. Like, this is actually a good show.
That's because you didn't watch Log Horizon.
Yeah, huh?
That's because you didn't watch Log Horizon. It's so good.
I'm probably not gonna watch it.
I wouldn't tell you to watch it. It's old. It's old now. I feel bad saying that it's old, but it's...
If you can get past the bunnies and shit in Shangri-La Frontier, then Shangri-La Frontier isn't that bad. Not
It's
gonna
pretty
lie.
good.
That was so I've seen Beastars, don't really care for it.
Beastars is good.
A lot
you don't
of,
like it?
Yeah, the furry tension kind of
It's
turns me
fair.
off to it. The
Fair.
furry tension, the furry and the sexual tension, it kind of turns me off to it. Like,
Understandable.
it makes me want to throw my phone, but
This story
at the
was
same,
good.
yeah, the story though is okay.
You don't like it? You didn't like
No, it's okay. It's just not my cup, right? So with that
That's
being
fair.
said, if you can get past the
If you can
bunnies
get, if you can get
and,
past, if you have a high tolerance
and
for
Don
like,
Vash and all that bullshit, like, and that's another thing too. Like, I normally don't watch dubbed. I normally watch sub. I did watch it in dub. It's pretty funny.
yeah,
Not gonna
it's
lie.
not good dubbed. It's very weird. But it's because the mouth. So the dubbing is like when you're trying to match like mouth shapements, you're already at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And this is, have you ever heard of like the translation problem? So like basically how when you translate one sentence into different languages and then translate it back, it's like it means something completely different.
Right.
You have that issue. We're having like Beastars like dub problem is a prime example of this issue because they're trying to conform these not human mouths to make Japanese sounds. So when they're doing it's for Japanese voice actors.
Right.
To make it not look absolutely crazy. And then so they can't use the full Japanese vocabulary because they just don't have that range.
I feel you.
Now you're trying to translate that into English and it just does not work.
Now, see, that's why Shangri-La Frontier, I feel like, did low-key a better job because they had a lot of moments in Shangri-La Frontier in the dub. They use a lot of, like, relatively modern lingo to try to keep up with it, but it comes off in a sense of it's like so up to date. Like homie's making funny ass jokes. Like dude's not an idiot. That's honestly what it is. Like homie makes a comment, like he gets the fucking whatever the little world is, fucking Rabbituza, right?
Yeah.
Right. And stop. Right. I'm not gonna talk shit about the name. Right. Yeah. Nah. And as he's going through the fucking towns, he's like, "Oh, first year, second ton," and I'm like, "Bro, get the fuck out! Like, stop it!" And he knows. He's just like, "Well, it's clearly obvious that should probably be the tutorial town. I'm not gonna go there." But like. He makes a comment.
Gamer. You don't think that.
Right?
What's that?
But see, like that's the thing. Like he is a conscious gamer. He understands that the game isn't, his life. Like he's real with himself. But like he makes a joke. He like when the one guy's like, "Oh yeah, this is my sister. This is my sister." He's like, "Damn, 3 sisters in a row, man. Is he the only he's the only dude I've seen here, man. That motherfucker must have been pumping." And I was like, "That's funny. That's funny." Because if I was in that world, I'd think the same thing. Like, damn, yeah. Yo, that nigga been putting in work. Goddamn. Like his mindset and mine, I wouldn't say are the same, but the way he thinks, it's refreshing.
Yeah,
It's very refreshing, which with most shows in that genre, I don't have, normally they're timid and they're modest and oh no, I actually grabbed what's her name's ass. Oops. Bro, be fucking real. Come on now. Cut the shit.
I got a show for you that you might like. You're not gonna like it, but you should watch it because it's hilarious.
What's it called?
How Not to Say.
Stop! I knew you were gonna go there. Stop! Nope, I have seen it. I've seen bits and pieces of it. Nope. I won't finish it.
He's the best protagonist. He's the best isekai protagonist there is.
Doing everything the wrong way. There's a way you should do it, a way you should not do it, and he's somehow not doing either of those two things.
He found a fourth path. He skipped over the third one.
I don't know. What's his name from Redo of a Healer is kind of up there.
Yeah.
Hey, they got confirmed. They got confirmed for season 2.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too surprised about that.
Redo the Healer has a
Woo, that's a fun
that
one.
fan base is wild. Yikes.
This is a
Look,
crazy show.
Yo, who was it that put them on the streaming? They had it on their streaming platform. Yeah, and then they after a month they were like, yeah, no, our bad. We're taking it off. I was like,
They tried censoring it. Hold up, they tried, and it was worse.
You got two options: this rod, or my rod. I was like, oh Jesus.
It's like, okay, subtle, real subtle.
All I'm gonna say is, get ready. I don't know when that season is coming out, but get ready for a whole another controversy. This is not going to be pretty.
It already ain't pretty. I'm surprised it's still getting another. The fact it's getting another season tells me already they're not going to stop.
I've watched it all. I've watched it everything. It's really, there's so much worse out there.
Oh really?
Yes. I've seen it all, and while I'm not a fan of it, it was so much worse.
I mean,
Jesus.
Outside of that one incident at the very beginning, it's like,
It's tame.
dog, there are hentais way worse than that. There are animes that are worse than that. It's just that one act in the very beginning that is unmentionable and absolutely atrocious, and you are a vile person if you do that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like after that, I'm like, ooh.
After that, it's no different than any other revenge plot.
I don't know. That show.
See, I could do it without all the sexual tension.
That's where you think that show comes from.
I don't need
It's
all the
catering to a very particular audience.
Right, and that's right, which ain't me. So
Yep.
it's gonna stay over there, respectfully. I don't got a problem if you watch it. It's just not my cup of tea. It's okay. Different stories for different folks.
There you go.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I was just surprised that it made it like that. That's
Yeah, right. Yeah, like that's When you said another season, I was like, ooh, wow. Fan base be damned.
Hey, look.
Fan bases are like,
It's just proof that you cannot. Cancellation is stupid. You can cancel something all you want.
I mean, there's a lot
It's
of things.
arguably worse than getting
Right.
canceled. If
There's-
getting canceled is arguably one of the best things stuff like Redo of a Hero can happen to it, because then it just everybody knows about it, which means you just gave my whole target demographic access to what I wanted.
But there's a whole slew of animes from back in the day and stuff like that were just that just had die-hard fan bases that were, I mean, at the time were seen as really fucked up thing. I remember when Elfin Live first hit the internet.
I was just thinking about
But
that.
Elfin Live wasn't that bad. Remember, compared
Yeah.
to Corpse Party,
Yeah.
Yeah.
people fucking
He
love
loves
Corpse Party.
Yeah.
Corpse Party is the shit to a lot of people.
yeah,
Corpse Party is elementary school kids killing each other.
Yep.
right.
And
The
it's
most-
very gory and graphic.
Yeah, I was about to say,
You
and
ever
that's
seen
got
a little
wild
girl get
fan
cut
base.
up by another little girl with scissors? Watch Corpse Party. You'll see
Terrifying.
it.
Hey, look, Elfin Live. We used to think that that show was the peak of absolute gore and
Look at
mature
Berserk.
content. We're all like,
Look, Berserk, perfect example.
Berserk always gets a pass though because it has a filter thrown over it. You have
Yep.
to analyze the world that Guts is in. And-
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, that's
Yeah.
comes with the territory type deal, but it's just still.
Yeah, it's still very. Remember when? I mean,
Anime is for kids.
Attack on Titan.
Sure.
Attack
Really?
on Titan. You see people getting munched in half, left
very
obliterated.
Episode 1!
Exactly.
Episode 1, Aaron's mama got turned
Exactly.
into a Lunchable.
And you know
Yeah.
what everyone else said? This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, yo,
That-
this shit is raw.
hey, that's what hooked me. I was like, oh, we doing this?
And then you got the same goofy ass niggas being like, oh, I'd love to go to the AOT world. And I'm like,
No, you wouldn't.
okay.
No, you wouldn't.
The same motherfucker that's going to get turned into a snack pack? Got it.
Well, I think we've had this discussion.
Yeah, we did. We did. I remember.
If you are not a hackerman
Yep.
or Ackerman, if you're not one of them, you're not a royal family.
Right.
Don't be an Eldian. Because if you're an Eldian, you have no bodily control over anything you do.
If the
And
show...
if you're not an Eldian, you're just gonna die.
If the show ain't got your name in it, don't go there. Because you will not survive. You are a lamb to the cosmic
The
slaughter.
Dragon Ball Z fans that be like, oh, I want to go to DBZ. I was like, no, you don't.
Krillin is the strongest human. Think about that.
That's where you go.
Think about that. Where Krillin is the strongest.
It's like you are a human. If you go
Yamcha's the
into
second.
Well, that you also have to keep in mind too. Like, well, I wouldn't live on Earth. I'm like, you know how many planets just get destroyed on a whim
Beerus,
in that
the
show?
god of destruction.
Right. Here's find out you ain't got hotcakes, nigga. You are gone. Like,
Gun.
like it don't matter even if you're in the same universe. What about the alternate Beerus? Fucking-
Xenos just wiped out fucking galaxy universes. Literally, Zeno, you're just a random nigga. Just said, hey, bet I want this universe's strongest fighters. If they lose, you're gone.
You go to an alternate dimension. You go to an alternate dimension where like Sans and shit are still a thing, but like Broly comes to you. Let's say like Kakarot isn't even like a name; it's like a noun, and you just say Kakarot around Broly one day. You're done.
Done.
You're wasted. You're wasted. Like you can't. Nah, there's too many unknowns. There's too many unknowns for you to just go into a world. I'm sorry. Oh well, I know the
Like,
power level that you're not on.
The two fan bases I deal with it the worst is the Star Wars fan base and the Dragon Ball fan base. Because Star Wars fan base is just as bad. Like
You don't want to live anywhere in the Star Wars, universe.
If you're in the Star Wars universe, you might as well be a fucking slave. Like you could be a slave for all you know.
like, could I be a regular ass citizen in that galaxy? Yeah, it'd be cool.
Do you want to be though? No.
Because
You are
also
literally the bottom of the
all
food chain.
the
at that
planets, all the planets in Star Wars that we've been shown are all shitty.
Yeah,
they're all
bad.
shitty.
point. Oh shit! Not a single good one. Oh, here we have pod racing. That's the best part. Oh, what's the con? Everyone is in debt, and we have slave kids, and
The most peaceful planet I think I've ever seen is Naboo, and that
it was a
go-
war.
they go
It
to
was
war.
a war. It was nice for a whole 2 minutes.
yeah, like I don't
beach.
understand that either. Yes, being a Jedi would be cool. If you're a sick bastard, yes, being a Sith would be awesome.
But let's be real. Do you have the mental capabilities to be a Jedi? Let's be real. What
they have
if?
specifically said the amount of training and dedication it takes just to be an average Joe Schmo nigga in the order.
Right.
You don't have it in you. We as a people do not have it in us.
Right, and but let's also look at like the Force, right? Like some people, even after becoming a Jedi, some people cannot use the Force, right? Let's say you go to the Star Wars world, and let's say like they find out like through because you know like they only tell you, you know, like, oh well, anyone
could just be a
anyone can wield a
random ass-
lightsaber, but to be a Jedi and actually use the Force, you know, you have to be different. Let's say that difference in actuality is you're autistic or you like have an extra chromosome, right? Right? If you're a regular motherfucker going to the Star Wars world,
It's not worth. Don't do
guess
it.
what? Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking Jeffrey, your cousin, is up there. Give me lightsaber. You know what I'm saying? You know? Nah, like let's be real. Like Flash did something about it where they were talking about like Hogwarts and like
You don't want to go to Hogwarts.
They were putting like soft little plushy things on like the front of the brooms and shit. Like, what if that's, you know, what if you gotta put a helmet on before you take your lightsaber? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know.
Like, it's one of those things where like people really need to understand that there are some universes that are cool to watch other motherfuckers struggle in.
Right.
You don't want to go
Right.
in
Yeah,
there
you
yourself.
don't want it. Right.
They were made for those worlds.
Right.
Yeah.
They were
You were
bred.
not.
Yeah, you were not. You come from a totally different reality.
I love your rule. If your name's not in the show,
Don't go.
Because like people, you hear it in the Naruto fandom as well.
Yeah,
People want to go there. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
If you're not a nine-tail, if you're not a nine-tail,
If you're not a jerky, you don't have a chance.
If you're not a Jinchuriki, you're not a Yuha. Or,
Are you Nah, it's Yuha. Sasuke Yuha. I can't wait for this episode to air.
if you're not a Jinchuriki,
You was gonna say it again. A Uchiha, a Senju, or an Uzumaki.
Yeah.
You are not running. Yeah.
you're not running anybody's fades.
If you don't have a special Kenkai, you're
Because I
not.
promise you,
Or if you're not one of the niggas in the fucking Akatsuki.
yeah, it's
Right.
like, I promise you, that you're not
getting
gonna
faded.
survive Rock Lee's training. It's
Look
not.
at-
It's not gonna happen.
Look at every other nigga in the classroom with Naruto, besides like the core niggas from the tuning exam. Which, mind you, that's like 12 niggas, right, in a classroom.
You're at the bottom of those.
Earl
12,
Rocker probably taught like 50 kids, right? 12 of them you know about.
You're one of them.
The
You're one
rest of them ain't even make it past the tuning exam, dog.
Yes.
Where they at? Dead.
This is what I tell people.
Yeah, they got blown up when Payne fucking
Yeah,
dropped
hit
the
him with that
bomb on the
almighty
city.
push.
Yeah.
They were hey, out of all them classes, they were probably in the Great Ninja War. They were probably on that battlefield getting faded.
It got wasted.
Also, even if you were in the Naruto world and you somehow managed to like
Train up and be-
identify
yeah.
as a Uchiha, because
Right.
there's some people that I'd just be an Uchiha. You don't want to be a fucking Uchiha.
so you mean you want to get slain by your cousin?
that means Sasuke is gonna kill you.
Right.
Or if you're alive before that,
Right.
and Itachi's still out,
He's
gonna get you.
like
Like, you don't want to do that.
it's not a world
You're not
gonna
gonna
live in.
win either
Yeah,
way.
that world's just not. It's not a good one.
None of the villages are good to live in. They
None of-
all have their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
even-
racist. They're all racist against their own kind.
The chillest village is probably what? B and Raikage's village in the clouds.
Right.
And,
And
even
even
they
then-
have their own fucking issues.
Right.
that-
Where it's not so much like a skin color racism, it's just if you're the Chinchuriki,
If
we
you
don't
not one
fuck
of
with you.
them,
Yeah.
like, it's
You are garbage.
Naruto
to
is not Naruto
only
is not like
strong
skin
niggas-
races. They are gang races. Now, are
Yeah.
you not with my gang? Fuck you. You
And
like shit.
there's 4 strong niggas from the cloud. Karui, Darui, Killer B, Raikage.
You not
That's
match.
it.
You're not matching them.
Set. Yep.
That's it.
You're not going any higher.
Yeah.
Everyone else from that village, nobody knows who they are.
Nobody.
Oh, where else are you gonna live at? The village hidden in the rain?
You don't want that.
Good luck. Yeah. Yeah. You really
The
want
village
that?
hidden in the mist?
The slut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like what?
Where are you going?
You
Right.
definitely
What-
not.
Where do you want to die at?
You say you definitely don't want to
Village
go to
in the sand?
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
With all the puppet niggas?
And there's even farther shit that we don't even get to see. The village hidden in lava,
Right.
where the fucking Mizukage is from. Mm-hmm. Or village hidden in fire. There's a lot.
Village hidden in the stone.
There's a lot. The Naruto world is so expansive. We haven't even seen a lot of the shit in Naruto.
Yeah.
Like where other people live at, and it's
Yep.
just like,
Let's say you're not even in a village. Like, let's
Yeah.
say you're not even in like a main Shinobi village, and you're in like one of like the 8 little like mini like fucking like farm prefectures.
or
Because we don't talk about that,
Yep.
like the land in the middle of
They
villages
have-
that people live in, but it's not a village.
Well, remember-
people just live in there.
remember
Like,
the one movie, Naruto confirmed that there's an entire world of like.
village hidden in the snow.
Well, like, there's an entire world of like pirates and shit like that too that
Yeah.
live out at sea, and it's just like One Piece. There's giant ass creatures that can
Yep.
swallow your ship whole.
I was about to say One Piece.
Like-
One Piece is the same way.
Yeah, One Piece is the same way. If you are not a devil fruit
Fruit
user,
user, you
stay
ain't-
the fuck out.
if you
Don't
live
go
in
on the
if
water.
you live in the One Piece world,
You better be trying your
sit
damnedest
back.
to find
I'm
a devil
sorry.
fruit
You might
and
as well go
pray.
back to the 1800s in real life, dog, because you're gonna be a fucking slave. Like,
Yes,
Like you ain't nothing.
your life, because you're not even from that world, your life is worth less than anyone else's in the One Piece
If you go to
universe.
One Piece, not only do you have to be a devil fruit user, but you also have to stand on liberty. If you don't stand on liberty, you will get swapped. Like flat, like real shit. Think about it. Every nigga in One Piece that is not about like you're allowed to do your own thing, they all get bodied.
Yes.
All
I
of
was
them. It does not matter
if you
how
are
much
not a
oppression you
good-
got.
I was gonna say if you are not a good nigga, you
Right.
do not want to go. You do not want to be in that universe because Luffy will find your
Right.
ass.
If you think you're gonna go to the One Piece universe, get a devil fruit, and then pull some Don Flamingo shit, you got a whole 2 seasons before someone, not even Luffy, someone is gonna find you. And after the first fade, just know if Luffy don't know about you after the first one, he do now.
Yeah.
He do now.
It's one of the
He
like,
knows.
Also, and if you do stand on liberty and you're with Luffy,
Yeah.
Do you see his enemies?
Right. Do you see the niggas that fuck? And you think
You
Luffy,
see who he's fighting? You don't want that.
Right. And you think Luffy already got a fleet. You think them niggas ain't gonna come to you, and you best believe the moment they come to you, the niggas that don't fuck with Luffy are gonna be right. Oh, so you fucking with that nigga. And you can say, no, all you want. You got two options. Get oppressed or step on them niggas.
Yep.
And if you step on them niggas, you guilty by association.
Like,
So now you gotta go to Luffy.
There's
Like, hey,
no
dog.
winning in the One Piece universe
Right.
if you are not a top tier devil fruit user
Unless you on your Blackbeard tip, you not winning.
who was a great
Yep.
devil fruit user.
God forbid you go to Bleach. Jesus Christ.
God.
Jesus
You
Christ.
don't have the mind for Aizen. We just don't have the mind to even.
Imagine being Maki, but not as strong as Maki. Like, that's literally what it is. Being a regular human in the Bleach world is like being Maki from
You can't-
Jujutsu
Well, that's
Kaisen,
what I'm
but
saying.
not having the physical ability to deal
Well,
with
that's
it.
what I was. That's what I
You
was gonna say
can't
next.
see half
Imagine
of it.
someone saying they want to live in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. Nigga, you were landlocked in Japan with spirits you don't know shit about.
Dog. And they made a comment in the anime, like, Americans do not have remotely the same qualifications to deal with spirits like they do in
Yes.
Japan. So if you're an American nigga going into the JJK world, you are double fucked. Like, unless your grandmama and your mama are voodoo witch doctors, you're not built like that, homie.
Yes.
You're not. You're not gonna make it.
Now, imagine how your mental state would crack. Imagine you just walking through like a subway. Oh, gotta get to work, and then you just see someone get like transmuted in front of you, and you're just like,
oh,
Look
He
at
was
the
taking too long.
Look at the go. Oh, I'm not gonna stop.
yo,
Gojo.
Go
Gojo.
Gadget,
Look at the Goji trains fight
hyperbolic
when he was in
lion
the
tamer.
train. When they forced him to use his thing, and they were just. All that happened in a split second, and
Right.
it's just you're just standing there, and then
The-
either
the
you're
200th
dead
of
or
a
the
second.
two.
Right, you were
the
just
two
trying to
niggas-
go home.
The two
And all
motherfuckers
of a
next to you are
sudden,
dead.
Your brain is fried for a month, and you're in
Yeah.
a fucking coma.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
And you don't even see who did it, how
Yeah.
did it, because they're already gone.
You had a bag of condoms, some Funyuns. You had a bag of condoms, Funyuns, and some 5-hour energy in your bag. You was about to go home and smash some pussy. Next thing you know, you wake up in the hospital. You been in a coma for a month. Your bitch left you, right? Rent late.
Job's
Rent late.
gone.
Your job got rid of you.
Then you find out your job that you were working at that you got fired from got blown up, and you're like,
Right. Yeah, the exact same night. You're just like, you lost your job, not because they fired you, more or less because it got like sliced into a million pieces. We're thinking, and the reasoning is, oh, well, we're thinking it's a terrorist attack.
Motherfucker.
What?
I worked at a KFC.
I was working in Circuit City. What are you talking about? You're,
Dude, yeah. no,
welcome. You are a special.
Yeah. No, you ain't.
No, you're not. That's literally what I'm thinking every time that song plays when I watch that show. I'm just like, yeah, nah, they're special because every other
They
nigga's
are.
just at their whim. You see all these 12 special niggas right here, the 12 of them. You know how you not in there?
It's not worth it.
You in there, you not.
I truly do not understand people when they be like, I want to go into this verse. I'm like, the only way I'm going into these verses is if I have control over what I can
Or if
do
it was like the
and
food
how
war.
powerful
Yeah,
I am.
If it's
Food
like,
wars?
yeah,
Yeah,
go to
food
food
war.
war, my nigga.
I'd
Hell,
go ham.
you mean to tell me this nigga's busting out this crazy ass food and he ain't charging crazy prices yet? Shit.
Yeah, food war, fucking
Watch.
Dagashi Kashi, like something
Right.
like take your ass there. Go to fucking I don't know, K-On for all I care.
K-On.
Fuck.
D- like,
yeah, go to Slice of Life, homie. Go to fucking.
Or if
what's
you don't
that-
like Can, you
What's
like
that piano one? What's that piano fucking.
Well, I was gonna say you go to Lucky Star, or
Yeah.
fucking Nichijou. Nichijou's good.
Nichijou.
Like
Love in April. Fuck
yeah,
something.
like
You want to know what's funny though? There's a whole. Everybody loves to do these to talk about how they want to go into different worlds, but the isekai gets trashed on. Makes no sense. And that whole genre is about regular schmegular Joe niggas going to a whole different universe and either one getting overpowered right off the rip or becoming overpowered.
And the funny thing is too is like when it shows you glimpses of like their backgrounds, everyone except for like Overlord, because Ainz is a real nigga. We already know that.
Yeah, we know.
But like he was a functioning human being in society.
Yep.
He didn't have worries like that.
Right.
But like in a lot of these other isekais, you'll look at like the main character, you'll get like a flashback into like their real life before
They're
they
usually-
died and were reincarnated, and they're always like, man, I wish I could just escape from this life and be happy. And that's what the show is about.
Yep. So it just like always makes me hilarious that isekai gets such a bad rap, but then you see this conversation of people wanting to hop into their favorite worlds.
I think
I'm like, that doesn't read for me.
I think that's why Tanya the Terrible is one of my more favorite isekais, honestly. Is because that, like Josh was saying, dude was a functional nigga in regular Japan, right? He got blessed.
Yep.
He really did get blessed because he got pushed, got isekai'd into a world that was like low key like 1800s America. However, he was like the only difference is that there's magic, and apparently I just so happened to have it. Right now, granted, the only reason he had it is because Figure X, aka God, was just like, I'm gonna send you to another universe, and I'm gonna give you an up. He said, I'm gonna give you an up because this universe is different. And this nigga was like, I'm still good. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, bitch. That's the only reason that I fuck with that anime, because in all honesty, he knew it. He said multiple times, like after coming out of like near-death experiences, he's like, damn, bro, the only reason I made it out is because I was blessed with this great power that this being gave to me. And then he's like, but I ain't gonna admit that nigga's real. God ain't real. And I'm just like, bro, okay, whatever. Like that's, I mean, listen, if that's how you have to win in an isekai, whatever. But that's,
I was like, because most people don't realize, like, if you just hop into most isekais, especially the video game ones,
yeah,
you could make an argument that you would be one of them niggas.
right.
You hopped into SAO. It's a video game. You could easily grind up in there and do it.
Right.
True, but that's still a lot of risk.
It is a lot of risk.
Right.
I
You'll
wouldn't do
slip
it.
up one time.
You slip up in SAO once.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't try it in
that's a
SAO.
wrap.
Especially remember the I mean with the Death Gun arc.
Oh,
Fuck that, niggas were getting dropped left and right.
Yeah.
Nah.
But it's one of those things where it's like you could, okay, maybe Shangri-La. Oh yeah, definitely. That's an easy one.
Shangri-La, there's not a lot of risk.
Yeah,
There's not.
because a lot of times they're just there's not a whole lot of risk. The Overlord world, no. If you're not rocking with Ainz, no. If you were to tell me, it's like, hey, you can go right into the Overlord world right now, I'd be like, am I a part of Nazarick? No, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just stay here.
Nah, I'm not doing. I'm not giving Demiurge any because I know that's where I'm going.
Everyone inside Nazarick is accounted for and safe, no matter how weak or
They
strong they
are.
are. If they work for Ainz, if someone goes, hey, this random D-list maid that is from our compound, she's being held hostage out in that village over there, Ainz be like, where the fuck she at?
Everybody, send
Where
everybody.
is she?
Where is she?
Send the whole fucking. Like, I don't give a fuck. Send
That's mine.
Albedo.
Yeah, that's my property.
Send all of them. Go.
Yep, get him.
Yep. Go get her.
They do not get hurt.
Yep, no. It's like if I were to be a part of Nazarick, I'd be sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Say less. Not
I'll
a part of
just farm
Nazarick.
I will
No.
sweep the floors
Yep.
in
Yep.
Nazareth.
I'll sweep and mop.
Yep.
I will clean. I'll make that whole bitch spotless.
Yep. My Lord Ainz, they took our royal silver polisher. And I'm just
Oh,
fucking
fuck them.
trapped. Yeah, and I'm just trapped. I would be like, nah,
the
go get his
worst part
ass.
is, Ainz would literally, he would call it by name. Oh, they took my nigga Ray? Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
He like,
Yeah,
nigga,
Ainz would
That's
be the
why all these sports have been having spots in them. Nah, go get his ass.
Ainz would know. Ainz is the one nigga out of his whole council that knows everyone. He'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you said that this person that hasn't been mentioned ever." And you're
ever.
like, "Oh, you mean Jerry?"
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my name. They got Jerry. Albedo, they got
Yeah,
Jerry.
Jerry, yep.
They got Jerry Albedo.
I gotta go.
My Lord,
She'll be
but
like,
I gotta do it
opening a portal
personally.
now. Opening a portal now,
Yep.
Master Ainz.
my Lord, the villagers across the way killed the man that made our horse combs.
They killed Tyrell? Yes. He made really pretty combs.
Enslave their whole race.
Yep.
Yo,
That would be him.
go burn their asses to the ground. But it was a horse comb. It don't matter. He put pride into those horse
Yeah,
combs.
he was good.
He was a good horse comb maker, and Ainz would literally be out there holding by the hair. You know what you took for me?
I will never have another motherfucking
Single
hair
fucking
comber like
tear.
him again.
Single tear.
Yes.
My horses love being stroked by his. You took something from my horses, so now I'm gonna take everything from you. that literally be the energy Ainz is on.
Yes.
You took my horse comber, and therefore you took happiness
I
from my
want you
horses.
to know, Bryce, you may have never seen it, but that is exactly
Yes, that is how
half of
Ainz
you after
is.
the conflict started.
You'd be like, oh, you fuck with one of my maids? Oh, you said something insulting about someone
Do
that
you know
works
how
for
that
me?
trickles into my life?
Yeah.
So now I will proceed to show you
You
how that
fuck
fucks
up
with
their
me.
work morale, they fuck up how I function. You ain't doing that.
You stepped on her foot, which not only hurt her foot, but dusted her loafers, which then meant she had to spend 30 minutes reshining her loafers, which made her arms tired, which means when she massaged my shoulders that day, I didn't get 100% satisfaction. You know what happened because of that? I had to kill a whole nation. So in return, I will
he
now
literally
take...
did that. He
So now-
literally did that.
So now, I will proceed to take everything from you.
I want you to know he gets reincarnated. This is how the opening scene and him getting reincarnated goes. Oh, I just got reincarnated into this world. Let me do this viewing mirror, and let me view this, see this people, see how this world is. Sees a girl and her little sister running,
Yeah.
and they're like, he's like, oh, cool. See some knights come up and start going ham. So you see them raiding his village. He's like, oh, that can't be. I was watching this. Goes in there, proceeds to save the girl and the dude. And then it's like, oh, y'all are part of a nation? Oh, my. I guess I got to take over the world now.
So y'all just go around doing whatever y'all want. Yeah. Well, you know, I really didn't like seeing that. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm now going to proceed to skull fuck not just you,
Yo,
but every
nation.
nigga that rocks your empire.
Ainz is literally, he's Hancock.
Yeah.
He's literally Hancock.
Yeah, it's literally what it is. If I don't like it, I'll deal with it. If I like, it's literally like a. How are we stroking Sir Ainz today? Like you might not want to do that. That's been known to put him in a bad mood, type deal. Like that's how he rolls.
You could be someone that, like, unfortunately gets spotted robbing, like, a loaf of bread from a stand in a village, and Ainz just so happens to see it. You gotta, like, run down an alley,
want
turn
you
a
to
corner,
know,
run right into that nigga and be like,
In season 2,
Ainz peeps you take the last Reese cup from the candy platter, and he's just staring at you hard like.
he's like, Jerry on
He was about to grab it. He's just like, so that's how it's gonna be. Huh?
Jerry on the 3rd floor would have really liked that.
What's your name? Mike.
Mike,
How's your wife?
I must send you to my cockroach.
How'd you know I had a wife? Don't worry about that. You call her? Why? You should call your wife, Mike, and just walk off.
you know, like,
In
you
the-
fucking, you get home from, like,
There's just a whole bunch of Reese wrappers in your house.
you hit a vending machine on your way home, like, just you casually pay for something. You get home, you take your coat off, you go to sit down, you take your shoes off. All the lights are off because you just got home at 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
You're sitting there thinking about what you're about to make for dinner. All of a sudden, the lights flick on, and Ainz is sitting there. He's like, "So it's to my understanding that you stopped at a vending machine 20 minutes ago and you took the last granola bar out of there that my servant Albedo here, Albedo, please show yourself. That my friend Albedo here was going to purchase."
You know, he's on a real strict diet. So here's what we're gonna do about this. You still got that candy bar on you? I don't. Oh, you don't.
That's crazy.
Damn. All right. Well, unfortunately, I hate to do this, but my boy's got to beat. My boy's got to eat. I'm gonna enslave your wife and kids
And have them make granola bars.
forever. And hopefully that'll teach you a lesson. I'm happy we had this talk.
In season 2, his head butler rescued this one chick from an evil basically an evil organization that was putting her through all types of sex trafficking and stuff.
Okay.
He rescues her.
Keep in mind, hold on, the background of this. His butler was placed in this village, and he was doing like intel,
Yeah,
collecting
just
intel for Ainz under the guise of a hotel owner. Like
Yeah.
this guy owned a hotel.
Yeah.
It was just this old white dude.
Yeah.
He's one of the rawest fucking
Rawest,
characters in that show too.
And he's doing his duties, just walking back. He's got like groceries or whatnot. He's walking
and he
back
sees
to
a
his
bunch
place.
of dudes picking on this woman.
Yep.
And he goes, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And then he thinks for a second, what would Master Ainz say? He wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Then, hold up. Gold Saber starts a whole conundrum.
1v6 is these names.
Literally, Ainz, he takes the girl back, heals her, does all this. Ainz, it ends up getting to word of Ainz because they all do not like humans.
They're like, so,
He's
they're
the only, this butler is the only one that likes humans.
Plus,
Everybody else hates him.
Ainz was sitting there. This was such an afterthought to him. They were sitting there like, sir, would you like to check up on dude?
Yeah.
He's been out in, village running intel operations. He goes, oh yeah. How's he doing? Like, oh, well, he took in some woman that was being assaulted by 6 women. And I was like, or six like thugs.
6 men, yeah.
And I was like, is the woman all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're like, yes, sir. He got
he
got
dealt
her-
with it.
He dealt with it. And he's like, okay, I gotta pay him a visit. I gotta make sure.
After this visit, he's like, oh, bet. Oh, now they want her back? Oh, now they're causing, all right, destroy the whole organization.
Yeah.
Just take it over. No, not even destroy, just take over the whole organization.
You're mine now.
If
Yeah, I'm just,
if
you're just like, what?
Now,
if
what don't we
Ainz's
do?
butler, if any of Ainz's people choose to take you in, number one,
you're-
consider yourself lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But number two, the instant they take you in,
You're them.
you're family to Ainz, basically.
Yep.
That nigga makes sure he's literally like a mafia leader. He's like a mob boss.
Yeah, he runs
Exactly.
Nazareth just like the Godfather.
Yeah, like
You come for one of his, don't matter who it is.
I heard you've done some dirty deeds.
Dog, he literally ran out on somebody
You're
like
beating,
that.
Yeah.
you're beating women in the middle of streets. You're fucking with my bread.
he's so he has
I
this.
don't like it at all.
One of the coolest things that I love about Ainz is he has this alter ego that he uses when he needs to stir up like anything, when he needs to cause some sort of tension between 2 nations or something like that in this world. He takes on this alter ego of this Black Knight, and
Yeah.
he will do shit like that where like he'll be walking around, some thief will like steal a woman's like bag or like her goods or some shit like that, and he'll like, fucking run down the street and bump into Ainz, and Ainz will be, so
You know you fucked up, right?
what you got here? And there's just like this knight in solid black armor. He never takes his helmet off. He's seen everywhere. He wields a great sword like it's a short sword. 2 great swords like
great
they're short
swords.
swords.
He's a
And-
mage, by the way.
and he's a mage. And he has this weird tall bitch that's
Yep.
buff as shit that
And hates everyone.
and hates humans and has like horns sticking out of her head, but they just travel the land and they're mercenaries basically, but they don't get paid.
Yep.
Right.
So it's like
What's happening?
It's like,
and you just so happened to run into him while you were stealing
Snatching a
old
purse.
Yeah,
and
like
man, that's now an offense against his existence.
You just broke. You
would-
just committed a very small sin.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you were caught by the one person who doesn't consider it small.
Yep. That's exactly how
And
it goes.
unfortunately, his pettiness level is
he
just
will
on a
pick you
whole
up by
nother
your
caliber.
collar and whisper in your ear, do you understand how trickle-down economics works?
So I'm spoiling a lot
like-
for you, but it's fine. There's another scene that was hilarious. So he's doing this is in his black suit adventure times. He meets this potion person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he meets this potion person, all because he got into a bit of a stick with somebody at a bar, and ends up breaking a girl's potion that he just gave her because he caused her an inconvenience. Gives her a potion that is super expensive.
Something they wouldn't even be able to like.
She goes
replicate.
in, tries to get it replicated, realizes like we can't make nothing like this. But because she did that, the potion person was like, I want to know more about you. Hires him and a team of adventurers to go help him get supplies.
Okay.
on their way back, the team adventurers get wiped out. And he takes that as an affront to him. He's like, I was using them.
Right.
And you slayed them. So the
bitch,
person who
right.
slayed them is like, now you have to die.
Yeah. That's fair.
It was like
valid.
some
You
of the
fuck with my
funniest
people,
shit.
I'ma kill you.
Yeah. He was like, and they weren't even Nazareth's people. He was just like,
They were an extension
They
of
were
me.
just cool people that he
Yeah.
found
yeah,
out.
he
out in
found
the
out about
world.
him and was just chilling with. He's like,
Yeah.
well, fuck.
They
now
were
you
an
gotta go.
extension of me, yeah.
They
So,
had more screen time, or they had like so few screen. I think they only went on one mission together,
Jesus.
and it was like, all right, you're mine now.
It's fucking awful. No, I gotta definitely check it out.
You really do. It's so funny.
There's just a lot of moments that are like that where Ainz is like, yeah, unfortunately, I consulted with my conscience and I don't like what you did.
I don't.
So,
yeah. You know, if
You're
my
gonna
ma
have to pay for that.
if my ma saw this and I let it slide, I'd get grounded. So unfortunately, my mother would tell me to slit your throat.
So that's just what's
So,
gonna happen.
but I'm feeling generous, so I'm thinking I'll hang you by your pinky toe, slit your throat, enslave your family. I think that way the town and you will both understand that that's a no-no. Okay? And if I see this again, get a switch.
In Ainz's opinion, that really would be like a slap on the wrist.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a slap.
And actually,
I could make it way worse.
Ainz dealing with you actually
It's probably the
is
best-
the best,
the best
outcome.
scenario.
If he
Don't-
goes Demiurge,
Who is
Oh,
the
God.
disciplinary person?
Happy camp.
Yeah.
Happy camp.
Demiurge, take care of them.
Happy camp.
Yeah,
Happy camp.
I hope you like pain, suffering, torture, and
because you will
the
not
sec-
die. That's for sure.
Yeah,
You won't.
you
You won't
won't
die.
die.
You won't die. You're gonna wish you would, but you won't.
I think that is going to be all for today. We are 2 hours. Woo! No,
Yeah, it was a
more than
long
2
one
hours.
today.
Yeah, we had a long one today. But it was good talks.
Yeah, it was.
Respect it. Check us out on the Twitch. We be streaming.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Leaves
about
in the
to start
hood.
streaming fucking Overwatch again.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
let's do it.
Stream how busted that game is.
When I start the Warframe stream, I should have well be done with the Warframe stream by then. But for you, while I'm doing the Warframe stream, you shop in there a few times. We should run some matches.
Yeah,
When
I'll
I
hop
get caught
in.
up, because fuck that.
I mean, if you want help, I could help farm. I got relics and shit
I'll
like
bet
that. I can.
That would be
just
much
let me know what
appreciated.
listen. If you want anything besides shit that's
I want you to know I have
It's sad that you got into it now because Prime Resurgence just ended.
Yeah.
And a lot of the good Warframes that were out. Good luck.
All I'm gonna say is Jordan tried to get me in like 5-6 years ago when I first moved in here, and I just said, nah, I'm good, and I should have.
No, I've been playing on and off for years, and I just got back into it heavy. I just got Korra Prime.
Nice.
When I first got back into it like a few months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago, I got Nidus. Then after Nidus, I got Korra, I got Saren Prime, I got
Nice.
I have the blueprints for I got a lot.
But yeah, check us out. We'll be streaming. I'm starting to do more Magic the Gathering streams. I do a lot of deck buildings. Check us out. All right, y'all.
Alrighty, y'all.
See ya.
Deuces.